Guess what day it is? Guess what day it? Guess what day it is? Mike. Mike. What day is it, Mike? What day is it, Mike? What day? Uh-oh.
It's Hump Day.
Hump Day? Hump Day? Huh? Anybody?
It's Hump Day.
Guess what day it is? I know you can hear me. Hump Day. Guess what day it is? What day is it, Mike?
Happier than a camel on Wednesday.
Hump Day.
Get happy. Get over it.
It's Hump Day.
Hump Day.
Hot like a tamale.
Look at that big ass.
Damn.
Big juicy booty. Look at that big ass.
Twerking.
Big booty.
Look at that big ass.
Damn.
Big juicy booty. Look at that big ass.
Twerking.
Hot like a tamale.
Look at that big ass.
Damn.
Big juicy booty. Look at that big ass.
Twerking.
Hot like a tamale.
Big, beautiful
Ass.
big, beautiful
Ass.
big, beautiful
Ass.
big, beautiful
Ass.
Look at that big ass.
Damn.
Big juicy booty. Look at that big ass.
Twerking.
Hot like a tamale.
Look at that big ass.
Damn.
Big juicy booty. Look at that big ass.
Twerking.
Big booty.
Look at that big ass.
Damn.
Big juicy booty. Look at that big ass.
Twerking.
Hot like a tamale.
Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Anybody? Huh? Mike. What day is it, Mike? Hump Day. Anybody? Uh-oh. Hump Day. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Guess what today is? Mike. What day is it, Mike? Hump Day.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Hump Day Show. Dale, where are you? You're in the chat, but not in here.
Right?
Everybody's saying hello in the chat. We're throwing them up. Thank you, Haldir, for all you do, bud.
Yeah, tank.
What's going on, Marcus?
Not
What's
much.
going on, Peter?
Or too much. I haven't decided yet. Not much or too much.
Yeah.
Since everybody's a psychopath.
There we go.
Hey, everybody's got to have a hobby. Come on.
What's that in reference to, Marcus?
Just in general.
Oh, okay.
I witnessed everything at
the
Heroes.
internet.
I
The
thought
internet.
you were talking about
The internet.
Yeah, I mean,
I was part of everything at Heroes Club.
When we can get into
I just
it,
keep
I would
quiet about it. 'cause I don't
Welcome,
wanna get
Dale.
Hey.
Hey,
Yeah, I was watching everything. Heroes Con was cool.
Looked
That's
like
not what
everybody
I
had a good
heard.
time for the most part.
No, for
It looked
everybody
like
else.
everybody had a
it was
good
cool.
time.
Mostly everybody had a good time, yeah. I was there for that. Are you kidding me?
So are you a handshaker or a chicken biscuit?
Chicken Biscuit. He wasn't
What's
there
a
to shake
chicken
people.
biscuit?
He was there to make Shane crazy. He told me
What's
that.
up, Mike?
The
Thanks,
fact
buddy.
that like everybody who says it was just all innocent, he just wanted to shake Shane's hand is an idiot. But then I know stuff that they don't, so I won't. They maybe not be an idiot, you know.
Well,
Like I have to get that information.
yeah,
That
my biggest question, just from like the optics of it, is, why was it filmed, right? Like, if there wasn't some type of
you want Shane didn't film it,
right? So then it's like, like who would know to film it, right? I think they were saying what Mike S filmed it.
probably. Yeah, that was the weirdest thing that Mike S. Miller was there the whole time, and nobody seemed other than Vaughn Coleman. And Vaughn Coleman is Vaughn Coleman. Vaughn is Vaughn. I don't understand him at all. Well, no, he's really young and pretty immature, but Mike is like everybody just like looks at him askance, and like but I'm gonna get in trouble, like more trouble than I'm already in if I keep talking. But he just makes everybody uncomfortable. That's all. I said hi to him. I didn't really talk a lot to him. I talked to Fraga a lot. I always talk to Fraga a lot. The whole thing bothers me. I like Fraga.
So, like, do we know who filmed it? Do we know that?
We don't. I don't think anybody knows for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's a guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't Shane.
I'm so out of the loop. I don't even know what film you're talking about.
Shane, go ahead.
Yeah. I was. Yeah. I mean,
It's on Twitter, I'm
Heroes
sure.
Con,
Yes.
Yeah, Shane Davis versus Fragaboom. Confrontation.
Yeah, I saw photos, but I didn't see the.
Well, they were playing Shane was playing the audio last night, right?
That was the audio that Shane taped.
Yeah. So
Because he was doing that felt like to protect himself. There is that's a reason why Yanzi wasn't there, was because of Dan. Yeah.
I don't
But
know.
everybody else had a great time. I mean, I met Chad Townsend, and he was a great guy, like a really great guy. A couple times in the hotel, and then I picked up my books from him. I'm in a hotel, or I would have I would have my books and show you all this stuff. I got this book Lions War from this guy. I don't even remember his name, and he was such a nice guy, and the book looked so cool. Do I have? Maybe I have one. Let me see. Let me see if I have one. Hold on. I have a couple of things here.
Yeah, I think Chad was saying that the artwork that we did on his stream, I think he's going to put them in there.
Oh, Tank says, don't watch it. Smiller filmed it and is striking channels for showing it. Oh, my goodness.
Is he really? Oh my god.
I bought Shane's Accent side book from him, and I even owed him $5.
Logbox says, hello. Hello.
Hey, what's up? How you doing? Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I was at Andy. Andy had a pre-party, and he had a thing at the end too. Billy Tucci's really cool, super cool guy. I met John Beatty, and I encouraged him to troll Aaron's chat more.
Oh man, he was out of control today.
I'm the one who encouraged that. He was laughing. I was telling him about it. He was really nice, though. He loves Aaron. That's why he does it.
That's why Fraga wants to shake Shane's hand, is because he loves him.
Maybe.
That's what I hear. That's what I hear.
I just don't understand why shaking hands is such a horrible thing. Is the blood feud between those two that terrible that touching flesh is?
They end up arguing, and it's not really about shaking the hand part. They're making that.
Well, is it then going back to Ethan's handshaking death of
no, that has nothing to do
media
with
stars?
No,
right.
That has
okay, because somebody thought that's what it meant.
No, that's not what it meant.
No, I just think Shane has an issue with the you shouldn't take your kids to the zoo, and you should be focusing on watching the pit on the bike, right? I think that's
right.
it.
Partially, yeah. I think so.
What does the pit omnibuy have to do with this?
Well, that's the falling out between Fraga and Shane.
That's the beginning of the falling out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Fraga doesn't think Shane gives him enough credit for getting him into CG at the time.
Yeah, I guess. But what the hell's that though?
I don't know.
I think that's a little
feel.
Bit.
Peter drawing the opossum over here by my buddy Aaron Moses.
Oh wow! Okay,
very cool. Opossum.
We're going to have possums with this possum. Yeah, thanks for sending that stuff. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I had dinner with Mike Barron. That was pretty cool.
Mike Barron, huh? Nice.
Yeah, he was at the show.
Did he buy you a steak or did you buy him a steak?
No, we went to Mellow Mushroom.
Or everybody bought their own. You went Dutch.
We went to Mellow Mushroom. I talked about concerts.
Mellow Mushroom.
It's a pizza place.
It's a pizza chain, yeah.
For hippie pizza.
Oh.
Well,
wait, what's what's hippie pizza?
Isn't it from California originally?
I don't know where it is originally. I never saw it until after I moved to Florida.
I met Don McGregor, the old 70s Black Panther, and he's Black Panther writer.
Nice.
You know that Mike Allred did that David Bowie graphic novel?
Yeah, people been that graphic novel keeps coming up. It's just
I know the writer. I was involved. We guys know each other here on the internet. I know the guy who wrote it. He came up with the idea, and then Allred got linked to it. I saw him, and he's like, "Oh, I had people over the house years ago," and he goes, "Oh, I wish I could have went." And he was really nice to see. Paul Thayer, Project Noosis was there. He's a really, really nice guy. I bought his trade paperback.
Sweet.
Okay, so I have a little something to present to you guys. I've been told the last 3 or 4 episodes of the Hump Day have gone off the rails, and that I interrupt conversations that are good for shilling. And
That's
what
okay.
do you all suggest? What do you all suggest I do to not interrupt, but like drop in at a better time? Because I don't want to like disrupt the flow of the
Well, based
conversation,
on
but
the
at the same time.
based on the views, I don't think you're doing anything wrong. Think about it.
No,
Well, yeah,
no.
the views have been going up and up, so I don't know either. I'm like,
Don't tell Don. He would get very upset by those views. He's not getting.
He likes them on a little later.
Don
He
was
works
on
so
fire.
hard,
I
and
had
he's
to,
not
I had
getting
to
the same
get rid of
views,
him
right?
on Twitter again.
Yeah, he's going nuts over there. I don't know what he's doing.
He's a Twitter guy.
He shouldn't be
Well,
a
he
Twitter
posts
guy.
on Facebook too.
Yeah, he's probably
Yeah, you're not the
probably
first person who said that to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's rough. It's rough out there. It's rough out there for a pimp Don. It's rough. Oh man. So I thought about maybe like doing some kind of like a little chime or something to like, hey guys, try to
Did
wrap
like
the
Gary Martin's
conversation or
trumpet?
something.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, no.
something like that.
I told Beatty he should take over for Harry Martin. I had a story like years and years ago. We first got the internet, going around, finding creators online, and I asked him what brush he used, and he was very nice to like get back to me and everything. So it wasn't just that, but he does like to make fun of Aaron.
And who's that?
John
Gary
Beatty.
Martin?
Yeah,
John Beatty. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a inker of renown. He did a lot of DC comics.
He did a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah,
with,
yeah, I know who John Beatty is.
Kelly Jones.
Yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He's been all over the place.
He's a great inker. I saw.
Well, I was
talked to
praising
Rainey a bunch of
Dale.
times.
I'm sorry, say again, Marcus.
I talked to Rainey a bunch of times.
Oh yeah, you slid
She's
into
doing
her
good. I watched her
DMs?
finish some of these commissions. Yeah, she was really nice. And Phil Diaz
She
was really
seems
great.
nice.
She is nice. She's very nice as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
And Phil Diaz is
She
a really
looked
good
nice
guy.
in my
Met his
basement.
brother Brandon. It's just
Just
like a
kidding.
big meeting place, For the most part, everybody has a good time, All that all other people had separate times than those other guys,
Yeah.
Yeah, most
Pop
people I
says,
didn't really see getting
"Hi, down."
involved.
I want to know
John.
the
No,
drama.
because the way it
Hi,
is
Marcus.
the way they was there was hey.
Me and Pete
There
don't get
was
hello
a
or
point
what?
where Jim Steranko usually was I think an artist somebody we don't remember, Mike S. Miller, Dan, and then turning the corner was this guy with this Wolf War comic, which I wish I brought. I would have, if I was home, I definitely would have showed you because it's really cool. It's a Kickstarter.
I made you
It gets
big
into
because
books.
you're moving your arms.
So he gets it, he gets into comic stores. And then there was Vaughn and Bat. They were in the middle, next to him. And then Joe Bernardo, you see in the chat. And then Andy and Dennis had two big tables. And then the other side was all Billy Tucci. He said two big tables. And on the back side, on the other, it was Shane. He had a big thing and a video and everything. Very, very nice booth. Right next to him was the guy who did Poison L's, Drew Hayes, and his daughter. And there was somebody, and then there was people across from them, so that you could be on that side, the other side where Shane was, and you really can't hear them on the other. Like it's big enough space that you really there's too much going on,
Jason says he met Marcus.
So real
righteous
quick,
dude.
Marcus.
Yes, I met Unhinged. Yeah, I met him quick. He was way on the other side. Like Chad Townsend was in Alaska, and Phil Diaz way on the other side of the con. It's this huge con. There's all comics. It's all mostly comics and all artists and writers. No celebrities, but it's hard to get to everybody. Like it's really hard. Like I could have said hi to Jose Luis Carlos Lopez, except what did I have for him to sign or anything?
Yeah.
And they charge for autographs. A lot of them.
Yeah,
So-
Yeah, that's
that-
not that's
yeah.
not
that's so
commonplace.
much more of a regular thing now. Like
Yeah,
everyone
no, yeah,
knows.
that's a big deal.
Did you get to meet Lee Weeks?
Oh,
I heard he
I've
was
met
there.
him before. He's there. I was
Lee
gonna
is-
talk to him.
yeah, that's
I didn't
one of the
recognize
guys there. Lee Weeks.
Sometimes the guys look really lonely, and you say, "Oh, he's not that busy." But a lot of these guys have a lot of commissions to do, and there's pre-con commissions, and they're busy doing that anyway.
Yeah,
No.
Regardless,
sure.
and then the busiest people, like, well, of course, there's the ones they promote, like John Romita Jr. or Chris Claremont.
Jason.
And it's such a big place. One part can be really busy, and one part can be really dead. Scotty Young is very busy, always.
Really?
yeah, he's an
Yeah,
industry.
Got a big line. I don't know what he's giving out.
It doesn't
Unhinged-
matter. Yeah, I mean, Scotty Young could just come out with a new Marvel print of like baby Thanos, and people
Yeah,
go
he's
crazy
really
for it.
popular. There's always kids. There are people that bring their kids and they buy comics. Like Shane will push Starlight Cats, especially if there's a girl there, and then the dads want to buy them some comics. So he really sells a lot, like at the con. Andy was busy solid for 2 days. He sold a bunch of core draft stuff, and he's got all D&D dice. That's Dennis's stuff on that side.
Oh, that probably sells pretty well.
It's doing pretty well. Yeah, it sold really well at South Carolina Con too. And and then I met Narwhal, our pair. He prefers.
Oh yeah.
I had a friend in high
Bird?
school named Pear. I told him, "You're not the only Pear I've known." He's so nice and quiet and just calm. He's sitting there saying hi to Vaughn, eating a sandwich. It's really funny. It's ironic. Everybody actually, whether they what they believe or don't believe about what's going on, for the most part, get along. There's no point in them fighting it. When they see each other in person, it's a little different, It's not that I know that other thing is an ongoing feud, but for everybody else, it's cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And then you could be cool with the feuders as well, because you're not bothering, you're not involved. I saw Chris Morome, the famous Romome Grievous Enterprises, Mega Man MG. Those are the guys you hang out with anyway. Southern Cecil.
Southern Cecil.
Actually, I'm in their town now, in Raleigh.
Oh, that's right. You're bouncing all over the South.
Oh, I know. They sent me on this. They're building this place not far from here, and I'm supposed to help because we weren't that busy. And I don't want to do any work. I just want to. I don't really want to stand up all day and do any work. It's not
Every time
hard.
I go to a con, all I want to do is draw when I get home.
All I want to do is draw while I'm at work. If I could draw while I drive, I'd be the fastest artist ever.
You could pull a Rob Liefeld. He does that.
Yeah, inking
Oh my
on your
god, I
right
see
away.
that scares me.
Yeah.
I thought Pete would comment on that. I guess not.
Oh, what's that? The Liefeld?
Yeah.
That's a stunt. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Like a 2-minute video.
Yeah.
But it went viral. So or it went comic book viral. So kudos.
Everything he does comic book viral.
Yeah.
He's a piece of work. That can be taken negatively or positively. He just is what he is.
Yeah, he's a character.
Well,
I just watched the Mark Millar Rob Liefeld
Oh, did you?
interview. Yeah, where it's 90% Rob talking.
Yeah. Yeah. He filibusters his interviews.
Yeah, he used to do that with cartoonist kayfabe too. They'd say like 2 words and off he would go.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just like, geez, it's like, hey, we're going to flip through New Mutants '87 with Rob Liefeld, and it's a 2-hour conversation, and 15 minutes of it is about
And those guys can talk, and he didn't say a word. They didn't really get it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He kind of reminds me. Have you ever seen like an interview with David Lee Roth where he just kind of rolls over the interviewer and talks about whatever he wants to talk about? It's very.
I always figured his was because of drugs.
He's done so much.
That's how I feel on this show.
Oh,
I don't know. I've heard that
there's my man
David
Smokey
Roth
the
doesn't do
Cat Cat.
drugs.
He's the best.
He's just
the
kind
best.
of a weirdo. Not Smokey, but David Lee Roth.
Well, Smokey's a weirdo too, but I can say
Oh, okay.
he's a great man, though. This dude, he gifts me 2 comics with Jim Shooter's autograph on it.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, because he has so many of them.
K-pop needs to up her booth babe game. I was gonna say booth game.
That's
Anyways, sorry.
it.
Go ahead, Marcus.
No.
Freudian slip there.
Rob is funny.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I like to listen to him, and I like him, and sometimes it drives me insane.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's that. It took me like a week to get through the interview because I'd like, okay, I've heard enough for a while.
I watched an interview with Steve Englehart. That was cool.
Yeah, Jason started it all. That's what I heard too, Dale.
Yeah. Jason was
how
great.
the internet's not real. Marcus, the pole dancer.
Hey, everybody's got to have a hobby.
Don't believe Marcus at all.
Yeah. Well, he's not smoking the pole, Smokey. He's just dancing the pole.
I don't even want to draw this. I'm so tired.
John Apple.
I always like going.
Hey, did you want to show that thing, Omer, that we talked about?
Sure. Let me just get through these comments real quick and bring them up, and then you want me to bring it up, or you got it to play?
No, go ahead.
It's the last one that I made, right?
Yeah.
The one with the cover. That's the one you want.
Yeah. Because I'm working on the cover of issue 2 for it tonight.
All right, cool. Pole swinger.
When am I going to ink?
Oh my God,
when am I going to ink John Apple? That's my one.
Thank
you know,
you,
we should
Jason.
draw things in pencil in the next on the studio.
The links
and then
in the Hump Day room if you want to jump in, Jason. Say that again, Marcus. Sorry, what?
We should pencil stuff one week like they did in the Graybeards, and then we should ink it.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah.
They did that. I thought it was pretty cool. I don't know if anybody will go. Well, so many of us are on digital. I guess it doesn't matter. I guess we won't be able to do it.
It'd be digital inking, yeah.
Yeah, they'd have to not be on digital. I don't know if they can do that. They have the stuff.
So me and Dale were talking.
I got some of those pages that Michael Ortiz showed a few shows ago, and I got all excited that I got them because I wanted to try to practice inking his work. And then my stupid printer needs new cartridges.
Isn't that always the way, though?
Yeah. I'm like, damn it.
Jason says, "What's a pencil?"
Here.
That's my kind of question.
Here you go, pencil.
He can't see that.
I mean, beginning.
That's one of my tricks. Is to make
show it again, Marcus. Maybe now he can actually.
But I'd
see
love
it.
to do digital if I could.
Yeah. Show him the pencil again, Marcus. You're in big.
We'll make it bigger for him.
Yeah.
I have to say that I always say I'm traditional, ha 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 ha, but I don't really mean it. I probably should be digital.
I like it mostly for the speed.
Ooh, Hallier says, post
be
the pencils
simple.
on X. I'll try inking them. I need more digital inking practice. Cool. That's a good idea. Jason says, just use straight ink. pencils are for noobs.
Damn
it, Jason.
Yeah, if I
You're
worked
so
like you, I would be great. I wish I could did pencil everything 14 times.
Yeah, it takes time. You gotta commit to the old ways.
I would say you should develop your own style first before you try to take tools
I like
away
the
from
ink.
it.
It's funny. Pete says that, and Pete knocks shit out in like 30 minutes, man.
Well, no, I'll say this. I was thinking that Pete has traditional inking. He could do traditional inking. You've shown that.
Yeah, I mean, I've been, training, practicing with it for, geez, long time.
It looks good.
Since I was probably 15.
See, Smokey says, but he retracted it on YouTube, but I can still see the message, Smokey, over on StreamYards. He said, Marcus?
No, I'm in a
new
hotel.
cam, Marcus?
No, I'm in a hotel.
Oh,
the light is
streaming
different.
looks great.
Yeah, it does
you
look. I
look
don't
great.
know why.
You look handsome.
I have to get some different lighting, I guess. It's the
Dude,
lighting.
I was dealing with a guy today in a Hilton in Virginia with bad uptime, and it's like I can't do anything for you because he was on the hotel network and his Wi-Fi was failing.
I'm on the hotel network here, but this one is good. Every hotel is different.
Yeah, you're clear right now.
And then they have a light over here. I have a light over here and a light up here. And then the rest of the place is dark, but it seemed to be just right for this. It's kind of strange.
Yeah, it is weird.
I don't know what that is.
All right.
I'm looking.
Let's get to this.
Oh, here. I need to save this.
We're on possum time now.
Yeah, I don't want to do this work. It'll go fast. It'll be fine. I still don't want to do it, though.
What are you working on?
Oh, on this, I'm working on Mythic America stuff. Yeah, I'll show you. I'm supposed to work on this.
Oh, yeah. You've been working on that for a while.
Well, I didn't get to do much of it over this weekend because I was at Heroes Con.
Sure.
I do a lot of work on the weekends now. I don't do that much. If I had a deadline, I drink some coffee and work on it every night. But I don't, so I work on the weekend. And the other project I have, it's not due till next year, so there's no reason to put this off.
Oh, the one for the public eye.
Yeah.
I think last weekend I had finished both of my books, and I counted them all together. There was between the two books, I did 50 pages since October.
Wow, that's pretty good.
That's a lot,
and that's around a full-time job too.
That's the impressive part, because fitting it in around work is the biggest challenge.
Yeah,
it's
like always.
I agree.
My next comic's going to be a Christmas book, so I kind of have a self-imposed deadline of I need to get it done by the end of November. It's not going to be like a full 22 pages or 24 pages, I don't think, but we'll see how long it is. 10 to, maybe up to 20, but I need to turn the outline into pages.
Yeah, I've got this cover that I'm working on now, and then I have one pin up. After that, I'm back to working on my 90s book until I get more commissions.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
All right, I'm getting ready to play John's short here, but I got to make sure it's the right one because I can't tell which one.
Yeah, it was the Phantasmagoria.
That's it. War Lion is the book I picked. That book I picked up.
War Lion?
It's War Lion.
Oh, so it's not one of those shorts I sent you, John. It's the thing you sent me on X, right? Sorry.
No, it's one of the ones that you sent me. I had recently posted it, but I wasn't sure if anybody had seen it. So it was the third one that you sent me.
Okay. The one that says collective whatever on the top.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the collective is a local comic book shop, and they had gotten local creators together to contribute to an anthology. So my buddy George Alvarez that wrote Exodus Z, he and I did a short story in there, and nothing ever came of that book, but we never got our comp copies or nothing. So we just decided to put that story into his own anthology that George had made up called Phantasmagoria, and then we expanded the original story a little bit, so we had something new for the fans to get them by between Exodus Z books 1 and 2. So
That's a good idea.
We have a little filler story in there, and then I'm working on the cover for issue 2 because it's since it is an anthology. George designed it around the old school EC Comics horror comics, Tales from the Crypt, Crypt Keeper, stuff like that. And I'll show you guys later after he pulls up this short. But I made up my own version of it, and I just made him a hot zombie chick instead of the Crypt Keeper.
Cool. Thank you, Heller, for dropping all the links.
Yeah, I'm gonna send a link of War Lion if you guys want to look at this link. You get an idea if it'll let me.
Sure.
Well, Kickstarter links are weird.
War Lion. All right,
I'll bring it up here.
He charged me $20 for it.
Short.
So I bought it from him. But I thought it was pretty cool.
I think I saw this at some point.
Possibly, yeah. He put it in the store.
Familiar.
He's got a
time for a
white
commercial
cover.
break, everyone.
So how long have you been drawing comic books?
Since I was about 7 years old, little kid.
What did your parents think about it?
They hated it. They hated it. Oh, yeah. After I got a job and they saw that you can make a living out of it, you'll hear no complaints anymore.
And you created X-Force?
Mm-hmm.
So what is this drawing of?
This is the Spike Man.
And what's this right here?
This is the camera on top of your head that will record the wrongdoings of others.
So Rob, have you had any formal art training?
No. Just a lot of imagination, I think. Wait so I say it and then look down. Or just open it and say it.
Fly button?
Halloween special.
Yep.
There you go. That's the one you wanted, right, John?
Yes, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Exodus Z is at the colorist right now, so anybody that did back the book is going to get it shortly.
Cool. Welcome to the show, Jason.
Oh, wow.
Unhinged.
Wow.
Here,
Hey,
for
it was
Jason
great.
coming in, let's play this a little bit here.
Jiggling, jiggling, jiggling. Is that an emote? Cheap it. Wait. I wonder if I can do it with my. Can you guys even hear that?
The girl's gonna get herself a black eye.
That's an interesting video.
Yeah, she's clapping with her
I
booty.
wish it was longer.
She's clapping with her booty.
I don't know why it's not long. I wish it was longer.
Yeah, it's a little short.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little short.
That's-
And she has too many clothes on. What's up with that?
Well, if she is too little, you can't play it on YouTube then. Oh, that's dope.
Look at that.
Well,
Look
she
at that.
could- she
John
could have a
sharing
baby
his
suit
cover
on.
there.
That's very nice.
Yeah, that looks
Nice.
great.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So
Hey,
that's
it was great.
the horror host.
Yep.
Horror host. I like horrors.
We named her Guliana.
like horrors.
Juliana.
Okay.
Cool. I like it.
We didn't want Nancy Pelosi having a cow over drawing her likeness as the crypt keeper, so we made her attractive.
I think when she was younger, she was attractive.
I don't know. Pull up a picture of her.
K-pop says just go to her IG. She's got less clothes on there. Yeah, that's
There you go.
Pull it up.
To keep
Jenna Mowry. I believe that's her.
She has less clothes.
Mowry. I don't know how to say Jenna something. Anyways, whatever. She's hot.
If her
She's
name was
cool.
Gonzalez,
I like
I'd say
her.
it.
She's sexy. She's pretty ripped. She's got some pretty big biceps for a chick,
Nice.
which is kind of attractive.
Yeah, I like that.
I know what you're into.
Put me in an arm lock, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's wrestle.
Did you see? I was every time now you show the thing with AOC, the big juicy booty. I was wondering how bigger and juicy it is after the pictures of how fat she's gotten.
Oh,
Yeah,
She
she's-
got chubby. Did she get fat?
She got like her
Yeah.
arms. They're unbelievable.
She's got the arm
Yeah, she's a
underarm
good
waddles now.
Oh, she's got that old, like 70-year-old arm swaddle thingy.
She's got the
Yeah.
flapper.
The flappers. She got a flapper.
So recent pictures of AOC. Is that what we're talking about?
Yes.
She's blown up. She's blowing up.
It looks like it. Yeah. There's rumors that
Something
she was
like that.
pregnant, but nobody said it.
out.
I didn't think she was smart enough to know I'd have a kid.
I think she could do that. I thought maybe her boyfriend might be too soy though.
Dipping that soy milk in.
Big juicy booty.
That's the only smart thing she's ever
New
said.
York is going to get a mayor that's maybe worse than her.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, boy.
Really, my wife's like, "What do you care about New York? You don't live there." I go, "It is really bad for the whole country if these people keep getting it."
Yeah, it's a that is.
Well, you're right near there. I mean, it's a danger, and it's a danger in Philadelphia too, right?
This is enough of a blue city as it is. I mean,
That guy, he wants to have government run grocery stores.
Yeah, like everything.
And that's been tried in Russia, and it doesn't work. That's one of the reasons why they're starving. Isn't it?
Yeah, it's called socialism.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's bad socialism. And then to vote on the city that had 9/11 to vote for him, and then there's people like, it's really an inside job. Shut up. I don't like the inside job people. They kind of make me crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid.
I'm gonna share an exclusive here. This is a little short I made for Dale.
Yeah. I put those up on YouTube. No, he showed it to me already.
Oh shit.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that was great. I loved that.
Yeah.
That's the end, I guess.
Let me drop the.
Sorry,
link.
that was a little
That was
choppy.
cool as
I tried to
mine,
play
but I
it
liked
a
it.
little bit different. See, I added to the
I'm-
clips over here.
I talked a good amount of time to Shay the Red. I didn't really talk to her that much last year. I met her last year, but I didn't really talk to her.
She's really tall.
She is really. I'm 6 foot. I'm solidly 6 foot. I'm looking up at her. She is really.
Well, she
tall.
does cheat by wearing heels, but she is like six.
She's tall.
She's
anyway.
6'1". She's 6'1" or 6'2". Yeah. She's
right.
tall.
Right. But she's like 6'4" in those heels.
Yeah. Yeah. She's ginormous.
I don't know how you deal. How do you deal with that, Jason? I mean,
I don't. I wear Vans. I don't wear. That's how I deal with it.
I did with a 6 foot redhead.
It was great meeting you, by the way. Next year,
Yeah, man, it was
I want
good
to hang
meeting
out
you.
more.
Yeah.
I'm by Death Metal Hero all the time, and the story was when Don gets out there and says, "You got to take Marcus to get a picture with Dan Panosian." Now I tried a couple of times, and Dan had a line, and I didn't really want to interrupt him, but I knew at some point I was going to get a picture of him. But she like grabbed me and come on, and we ran over there.
Oh, is that how that picture happened?
Well, yeah, and then he had a little bit of a lull, and I said, "Do you remember me? I drew this," and I showed up. Oh yeah, I remember that. That was really a lot of fun. And we were talking about. I go, man, those draw streams, they're really hard. Like this one to do. Like you're trying to get something done in about 3 hours, maybe a little more. And you're sitting there, and I go, I'm getting up, I'm all sweaty. He goes, "Oh yeah, that wiped me out. I can't do another one of those till January." I used to do that. It used to kill me. So it's pretty funny. He's really in great shape. He was a nice guy.
Oh yeah,
I saw him later.
Out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's what that's what I've been told.
Yeah.
I took the picture, and then he goes like this, and so I did suck in my stomach. I want to let you all know.
I knew it.
And it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun meeting him.
I was surprised to see Andy Smith was in
dude.
such good shape. Andy Smith, he's in good shape.
He looks like he's gotten better shape since I've known him. Actually, he was
really?
never in bad shape, but recently I think that he was even thinner. Yeah.
Huh. Well, I always thought him
in great shape, but
I always thought him and Bart Sears were like bodybuilders. I always thought, because like Bart Sears is.
Bart Sears, I met him last year.
He's a little bit taller than me. Bart's like 6'2", I believe.
They think all those guys like Bart and Andy all used to go work out, and Bart used to be like a body, but he isn't anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because like the old Marvel, like pictures, right? Like isn't he in a bunch of those like club, like the black and white photos of Captain America, and it was like a cover of like Marvel Age, and it's like like or I think it's Bart Sears, or maybe I'm thinking of Joe Jusko.
Joe Jusko's still like
Joe
that. I did not
Jusko.
get to meet him, but I saw him last year. He wasn't at the show this year. He's almost always here, Con. And a lot of these guys hang out with Tucci. Then Tucci goes and doesn't have dinner with us, and he has dinner with them. But this year, like Jimmy Palmiani ignored him. He was pissed.
Oh yeah, why?
It's up because Jimmy was hanging out with all his lefty friends.
I'm left-handed. Why didn't I get to hang out with him?
That explains everything.
We know why, Jason. We know why.
It's because I'm short.
You know why.
That's why. I'll give you a secret, Jason. I am left-handed as well, except my first grade teacher made me write with my right hand.
Yeah, they kind of punished you. Well, I draw and write with my left hand, and then I throw a ball. I do a lot of other things right-handed. So I'm slight ambidextrous. It's not like
I throw a ball and do all that left-handed.
Yeah, I'm not
I draw right-handed, and my parents. That's a great. My mother still has that regret that he didn't really give them as hard a time about that.
Yeah, I'm not like Shogun's.
I'm old, and so I've got to be one of the last. Yeah, I can't do that. I never really got to do that.
I never could do that either. Well, I mean, the story behind that is he lost the ability to draw with his one hand for a while, and his dominant drawing hand, and so he had to learn how to draw with his other hand, and he didn't tell anybody. So now he can just draw with both hands at the same time. It's crazy. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Whatever happened to Charlie Snow?
They're still working on Fatal 2, as far as I know.
Really?
Yep.
Well, I hope so. I mean, the first issue ended on a kind of a cliffhanger, so.
Yeah, as far as I know, they're still working on
That's the
Fatal.
best way to end a comic book.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then
you
never
wait
put out
20
another
years.
one.
Yeah,
Well, I
I
don't know about that, but yeah, I've always liked it more
I've been on a
when you like,
cliffhanger and never
read a
fulfilled the
comic.
next issue. But
You're like, oh man, what happens next? That makes you want to go buy the next one.
not if it's a
As long as there's
crowdfunder.
the
You
next
can wait
one to
like
buy.
years for it.
Yes, that is the brutal part about crowdfunding is the cliffhangers. If you're going to do a cliffhanger and then you're like,
It's hard. It's hard. Yeah, definitely.
Well, that's why with Ink and I, after this trilogy of Frog, we're just when we do another Frog book, it's going to be a one-shot issue. It's going to be a solo, self-contained story, more pages, so that way it's all right there. You don't have to worry about anything. I think that's the way to go.
I was saying at the con with all the controversy and stuff, well, and I've said it here that everybody in comic, and even who wants to crowdfund a book, is a psychopath.
You definitely have to love it. You definitely have to love comics.
I can't. I'm not going to do one now. I have to have my writer do it. Like, I guess, but I'm not. I can't mentally do it. Everything's got to calm down for me to do anything like that.
It is like just crowdfunding alone is a brutal process. You know This is why it's kind of good to have. Well, it's kind of good to have as much done as possible before you go live. Mainly because when you're promoting, you're so drained by the end of the promotions that you don't want to do anything else. You don't really want to draw too much because you're just tired. Let alone if you do, you can maybe do a cool down like Lepresti, but you're not going to want to work on a page. So you definitely. You got to have as much done as you possibly can before you go live on a campaign, because hitting the ground floor with promoting, it's a train, dude. And you just keep going and going and going until at the end of them 2 months. So it's pretty brutal. Yeah, it's pretty brutal, man. Yeah. But it does help to have more than one person on the book then, because that way, like Ink Spots went on with Andy and Andy Smith and them, because I had to work. And Frog would go on with other people because Ink and I had to work. So it does help to have more, that way you could get, on the more channels.
You have a person working with you. That's true.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it is help having, a promoter like Frog to help promote the book. So as a co-creator, so it kind of
it only seems right. If you're working on the book, you should naturally help promote it.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, it does help. I mean, there are plenty of people who are just like, I'm off camera right now because I'm just working digitally, laying out a page. But it helps to be on camera and sociable. So if you're promoting, some people can't do that. Some people just can't be on a stream and talk. I do promotion streams for people, and there's plenty of people I have them on, and it's pulling teeth. Angela and I are just like,
a lot of people don't like to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Artists aren't art naturally outgoing.
We get a lot of writers. K-pop does too. We get a lot of writers that come on to promote. Not too many visual artists as much as just written artists. So I don't know. Maybe writers are more outgoing, or maybe they're just so egotistical.
I don't know.
Everything's about them.
I read. That's why Donald DeLay doesn't do as much anymore, because he's not comfortable in front of the camera.
Donald's we've had Donald on streams a few times. Once he gets going, he's fine. The funny thing is, the raunchiest, dirtiest, filthiest stream I ever saw was Ink Spots and Donald on Red Valkyrie.
Oh shit!
And hold on, Cecil came on later because they were promoting Cash Grab. Cecil came on a little bit later. Dude, they put Cecil to shame. It was insanity.
I think Donald's awesome.
Donald's awesome, man. He's great. Yeah,
I've seen a few of his streams as well. And it turns out when I lived in Tampa, he lived in the same part of Tampa that I did. Just didn't know who he was at the time.
Yeah, great artist too.
Oh yeah, I've got like
he's good. I like Donald.
I just heard a boop. Who's back there? Who's back there?
Actually,
There's
Donald
no
let
more
me
room.
put a likeness of his character, Brutus,
Mr. Ortiz is
in
back
my
there.
Exodus Z book.
Oh, well, I mean, I can hop off if you want to bring him on.
I have a stream at midnight anyway. I can always hop off.
Yeah, I don't stay.
Well, I'll jump back. You guys say hello to him and
And you what?
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 Hey,
What?
I have to take over
Michael,
somebody's
how you
place.
doing?
Hey, how's it
Yeah,
going?
yeah. Elmer kicked himself.
Because he's a weirdo.
No, that's good. We don't need him here.
Oh, okay. It's Jason's stream now.
Yeah, we don't need that hack amateur, that nobody.
Don's not in the chat for me to make fun of him. What's going on?
He
I've
played the
noticed
big juicy booty.
Don
song,
and
so he
John
served
will
the
stop by and
purpose.
say hi, but they never stick around the chat.
Hey, as long as they
That's
hit the
because
thumbs up.
they're sneaking up on us to try to make sure that we're not talking about them.
As long as they
Is that what it is?
Let's
talk about
Frank.
What's everybody drawing?
Frank discussion.
I unfollowed both of them
Tonight you
this
draw
week.
whatever
So.
you want.
See you later, Hal dear.
Later, Hall Dearman. I'm working on a frog page that I had already laid out, but we had lost power, and when it came back on, the backup loaded fine, but it didn't. It like the file was slightly corrupted, so I couldn't save it.
Damn.
Yeah, so I have to redraw the layout. It's fine. It's just a layout, so at least it wasn't like I don't. I ink things. I print them up and then I ink them. So when it comes to comics, anyway. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, it's a vision thing. My eyes, I can't really. If I want the precision, I got to do it that way.
Right.
Yeah, that's amazing what you do. I watch that sometimes.
Oh, thanks.
I don't understand.
That's a lot of muscle memory, to be honest with you.
I could imagine.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm working on. I don't know what everybody else is working on.
So it's just whatever you feel like doing kind of thing tonight?
Yeah, there's
feel
no
like
thing. It's
like
well
one of these
blessed.
things.
All right, on.
So usually I work on something that I'm supposed to be inking or something. Right? I'm doing this. I work for. Well, these guys know. I work for Mythic Americas. My old writer is a. I don't know, social media. I don't know what he does, but he's one of the on the board there. And, it's like a Warhammer for indigenous people.
Oh, really?
That's the best.
That sounds pretty
So
badass.
he sends me all these figures, and then I draw like I did Mayan story. They're unreadable, but the art's pretty good. But the lettering's so bad you can't read it. I'm like, please don't letter it. So and so I did Mayans and Aztecs, and now we're doing Inuits, and they're all splash pages.
Oh, nice. That's more fun.
So that's what I'm working for. There's other stuff I have to work on, but nobody really gives me a deadline. If a deadline, I do it every night. But
and who
I
you
kind
doing
of
it
want
for?
somewhat of a deadline because it's easy.
You don't
to
have a
work with.
deadline? How do you know when it needs to be finished?
I can do this because this is not really going to be. It's not on the schedule. I think that he talked this guy Nelson into the guy who runs it into doing the comic stories.
So
he
whenever
loves
you
it. That's some good feedback on them.
So whenever you finish, it's just whenever it goes.
Yeah, when he told me how's everything going, and I know that he wants some more stuff.
Oh, okay.
You're just gonna go surprise,
It
bitch.
depends what I'm doing. I mean, it depends when I get started. And the other things I have, like, not till next year. I'm like, really? Then why you even tell me it? You're super excited, so you know how that
Maybe
goes.
so you don't get too bogged down with other projects. I don't know.
I don't have that many. This is it. I mean, this isn't a big project. These aren't only like 8-page stuff. This isn't a big project.
Yeah, but if you get like 12 8-page projects, you're going to have a lot of projects.
Oh, yeah, no. Well, people don't contact. I'm not that busy that way. I mean, this is separate from anything on the internet. This has nothing to do with it. Whatever. Our space. I'd like to do more of that. But if somebody, like, if I had to do a cover, then I'm thinking, what do you guys think of this? I'm thinking about taking all those drawings that we do on this. I have a stack of like drawings like that. I mean, John has them too. And just putting them on eBay.
I'm
like
thinking
doing a
about
thread
putting mine
on
in
X
some
and
kind of
saying,
a
hey,
book.
this is
Okay.
Trying to sell the book or something, but at the same time, I think it will sell better if I did more recognizable characters instead of just any old one that comes up.
Yeah,
you could still do a sketchbook in
funny
that
that you
regard,
say that.
though. Like, I mean, that's not a too terrible because it's still a sketchbook. It's just sketches of whatever you want to do. It doesn't have to be
Yeah.
specific IP characters. So that people like to look through that kind of stuff. Look at Aaron Lepresti's. Aaron Lepresti's sketchbook. There's like a lot of just sketchy sketch stuff. It doesn't matter.
You
I'm
can draw
just using that
Charlie
as,
Brown.
well, I'm just using that as an example, though. Like, he has no name like trolls in there and stuff, and they're dope. So people just like seeing sketches and sketchbooks.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm thinking about that too. I'm thinking about that too. Smokey says Shalamet Shea Auctions. I was thinking about that as well.
Yeah, hit them
Except
up.
that I'm a little nervous about an auction, you know. That's I don't want to be embarrassed.
Nobody bids, yeah.
Hey man, I've had pieces up where nobody's bid, so don't worry about it. And I'm,
It's
I'm
funny, like
my name, but
John, John, I'm thinking of like the Deadpool Juggernaut drawing and the Lady Death. Not so much some of the ones that we have, like nobody knows.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Is more like
that's what I'm thinking.
The Prophet I did, or the Arachnus, or
Prophet. Yeah, right. Like those are.
Or
we
the
do a
Zen.
lot of like.
Yeah.
wasn't on that one, so I didn't draw Zen.
It's funny. I was reading a tweet from Chad Townsend about his experience at Heroes Con. He was talking about it the first day. He had his own comics and characters out front and wasn't getting any attention. So then on Saturday, he put pin-ups and sketches of familiar characters because
that's
nobody paid attention to him unless he had,
most people don't care how you draw your character.
I felt bad.
Yeah,
they want you to draw the character they know.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. Well, that's why, like on the Graybeards, they thought that like Flintstones was going to go, or Disney princesses, because every time Aaron draws a Disney princess, he sells it. Instead, everybody picked Popeye. They were kind of annoyed. They don't say they make a joke.
They rig those polls so they get the desired outcome that they want to get. They'll generally load them with, one winner and two duds.
I mean well, that's why they do. They want to. That's why they don't draw. Like, even say the Wraith of God stuff. I mean, they want stuff that people are going to buy. This chair is killing me.
No, I mean, if you're at a show, like if you have prints and originals in a portfolio or something, you want established IPs facing up, and then like your stuff in the back of it, because people will flip through. And then when they see your stuff, like they see Frog, I'd be like, oh, I have a comic of that. These are the original pages. Let me tell you about the book, and then you pitch your book. I mean, that's one way to go about it. But yeah, people want the Joker, they want Batman, they want Spider-Man. That's what they really want.
Well, then that's a dual-edged sword, because then some people get pissy that you're drawing fan art of characters you don't own.
Well, I did
exactly. You get IP problems, if you
I got asked that actually by one of the people, and I even told them, like, look, they generally, Marvel and DC and all them, they really don't care unless you're making thousands upon millions of dollars off of the prints. Then they're going to look at you. Other than that, they look at it as a promotional aspect for them. Like if I'm selling 2 prints of the Joker for $20 each, they don't care if I make $40 in one day, but they're going to care if I make $400,000 in one day. Then they're going to be like, look, you got to stop this. But other than that, like, oh, you're selling Joker prints? Cool. People will go buy a Joker book after that, maybe. So, like, it's a double-edged sword, though. You're right.
Yeah, I've never had a problem with it, but some people that I know around me get pretty pissy that you sell fan art or pinups of established characters, knowing full well people won't come to your booth unless you have other people's IPs there.
There will be some people that might have that ire about them, but most people really want you to do it. So, most people want to see those drawings. Yeah, but yeah, John Byrne's doing that rip-off X-Men stuff.
He's not doing it anymore, but
he was doing
but before that, for years, when he wasn't doing comics or he didn't want to work for them, he did commissions, and he made 6 figures just on any commission.
Yeah, wow.
He was posting him, and everybody could see him.
Yeah, and they were huge. That was like giant paper.
Well, there's a difference between a commission though and a print. I can draw Spider-Man.
Oh no, he would make prints out of it. No, you're right about that.
Yeah, if he's making
prints,
the same amount of money of prints, Marvel might be like, look, you gotta either get a license or you gotta cease and desist. Like
he was really worried about when Disney took over Marvel, that they were gonna stop all the commissions.
Yeah, Disney's pretty ruthless.
but they haven't done it. So
well, the dude next to me was he had prints of like amalgam characters like Disney, Marvel, Disney, DC, like mashups.
Yeah, I've seen stuff
Yeah.
like that.
And they were really good, and but yeah, that's a Disney thing. And he was selling pretty well, but once again, he's not selling so well that they would raise an eyebrow. So it's
right.
They tend to look the other way. It all depends. I mean, technically, yes, you're supposed to have a license, like everyone, but nobody would ever draw it at that point then, and they wouldn't be like I said, it's a promotional aspect. If I have somebody drawing Frog G and selling Frog G prints, and they're selling like 2 every weekend, hey, somebody might be like, oh, who's this character? Like, oh, this is Frog G. He has a comic. They go buy them the comic, and it's promotion for me. Now, if they're selling an insane amount, I might be a little upset. Be like, yo, you got to knock it off. Like, that's just wrong at that point. But
it's
yeah,
like, why aren't the pirate sites shut down? And part of that is because they want the promotion. Enough people say, oh, I read this thing. Oh, I want to buy it. Because comical people eventually want to own their stuff. You're not wrong. They really want to sell their stuff.
Well, as bad as modern comics are now, I've gone to sites like that just to try to see what the book looks like before I buy it.
Right. Exactly.
I went there because it's faster than going through my long box to look up a particular page.
At least you own it, though, and that's what I tell people. I don't read anything off of the pirate site that I don't buy in person. So
right.
I mainly buy a book because of the artwork. If the writing is just as good, then that's kind of icing on the cake.
Exactly.
But for me, I don't care how well it's written. If the art is terrible, I'm not going to buy the book.
Yeah, I agree. I'm like that with crowdfunding books.
Yeah.
I was back whenever, because this whole thing, mainly kind of started during COVID and people had more money, and I was kind of just throwing money at people. I was like, I like this dude. I'm going to back his book, even though I don't like the book. I want to help him out. Now I'm like, I like him, but
I've gotten picky about mine.
Yeah, I've gotten pretty picky, man. Yeah. But I think you have to be now. Times are a little harder. So
well, I've gotten to the point now where it's more is this guy making the kind of book that I want to make? It doesn't have to be the same subject matter, but it's got to excite me before I'll even bother buying it.
Yeah, at least the art has to excite me. Like the story, if it's a cool story, that's a plus. But I kind of want the art.
I kind of feel the same way about that.
See, I'm the opposite of all you guys. I'm a reader first and foremost. So I'm like, okay, if it's got a good story, then I'll.
See, there's always one in every group.
Yeah, there's always one.
I wish there was more than one.
There's always one wrong person in every group.
Oh, I could say something.
Are we all basically the same age here, all of us?
I'm 46.
I am 49.
46.
46.
47.
59.
59?
You don't look 59, man. Get out of here.
59, yeah.
Who's 59?
Marcus, I'm 59.
Oh, hey, Marcus. Cool. All right, on. Yeah, well, we're all basically the same age as far as generation goes. It's like I think we've all been exposed to the same thing growing up.
A lot of it, yeah.
As far as influences go, like I'm very familiar with the era before the internet, and the way we, especially the last time I tried to publish Arachnus, in that era, I mean, there was no internet, no way of getting the word out.
And, I remember that.
Yeah, I bought it off the rack.
Yeah, and I was like, it's like I don't know. It's really hard to imagine how blind we were about anything that was going on outside of what we were doing that was right in front of us.
Well, all you had was Wizard Magazine then, like that, and they were the only ones that were like revealing the backstage stuff. But it was kind of like what they wanted to show, or what people paid them pretty much to reveal in Wizard.
Oh yeah, and that we ended up paying like they paid $8,000 for a 1 page in the book. $8,000. And
$8,000. Wow.
yeah, and it took a while
Insane.
for them to even trust us enough to do an ad on or an article on us. They finally did an article, but we had to I don't know. At that time, it was about proving yourself if you're going to be around long enough, because there was a lot of coming in and going out kind of people.
Yep. Oh yeah, I worked for one of those.
They didn't want to invest in those kind of companies or those kind of books. And, so there was a lot of people waiting to invest into Arachnus as soon as they, we were able to prove that Arachnus was going to be around for a minute. And, which isn't, that's the way it seemed to be back then, but that's not the right way to do things. That wasn't the right way for us to do things either, which is a lot of what I wonder about back then when books didn't seem to be reliable enough to come on a monthly basis. Did that really make the readers go away, even if they liked that first book? Would that mean that they were just done with you if the second book didn't come out on time, or what did it take?
It did. Yeah, it did strongly depend on the creative team. I think, like, if you're gonna wait, like, for Pit number 16 to come out, you know what I mean? Like, with Dale's work on it, you're gonna wait for the max, like, whatever, 15, 14 to come out. Like late books, it depends on the artist. But if like Brigade number 5. Who cared if that was late? You're going to drop off. You're like, I'm done. I'm not going to buy Brigade. So the late books were depending on what the creative team was and how much you really liked them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's almost like that with crowdfunding now. If you really like the creative team, you're going to wait that year or 8 months or however long it takes.
At this point, a year seems
like
reasonable
Brian
just
Polito's
because of everything it takes
he
to
never
make the
seems
book.
to.
Yeah.
Nobody ever seems to care that the book didn't come out next month or the month after. They're still there, ready to gobble it up whenever it came out.
Yep. Yeah.
I think the issue is like the people who, liked your book, but it wasn't like their number one favorite. It would kind of slip out of their mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
so it's like, I forgot about it getting it. So, I didn't go to the comic book shop last month. So I missed issue 7 because it was 7 months late.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's why even nowadays I'm like, every once in a while I'll have a fan of Arachnus come out and say, hey, I love your book. But I wonder how many of you there are actually out there.
There's a lot.
There's a lot. Yeah. When I bring up Arachnus, people are like, I love the Arachnus. Like, I mean, there is also that 90s like nostalgia that they remember, but then they remember the character. Like, yeah, that character was cool, So yeah, and I think stuff like that making a comeback is kind of important because it was cool. Now you got all this stuff that's just run of the mill house. Like everything is house now. Like it has to be a house style, house story, house, like let's not stray from the norm. So the 90s stuff were not house. Like they weren't all fantastic. So not all of them should come back, obviously. But and there is that everyone's like, oh, we love the 90s. I love the 90s. And I do too, but I do want new as well. So to take that 90s stuff, revamp it, maybe come up with new concepts, new stories, and that's fine. I mean, look what they're doing in movies. A lot of it is, rehashing almost, but we've been waiting 30, 40 years for Spaceballs too. So yeah.
I like modern books now that are 90s styled. I'm usually pretty happy with them.
The only thing I don't like is everyone wanting to be David Finch. Like,
yeah.
I love David Finch, don't get me wrong, but
there's only one.
There's only one David Finch.
Exactly.
So, I understand maybe putting your own stuff in it, but at the same time, try to be inspired by other artists as well, like not just David Finch.
That's one thing.
Omer does a David Finch show every Monday.
Yeah, I know. That's only because Finch isn't doing it.
That's one thing I worked hard on with my my 90s book that I'm doing on my own. It has a big 90s influence, and I think I've gotten the feel of the era in there, but I worked really hard to try to define my own style in there. That way you can tell I drew it and not just copied Finch or Liefeld or Casada or whoever.
Oh yeah. Well, my problem, I suppose, is that I always felt like I was one of those kind of versatile artists, just because art is just something that I did when I was a kid. I would just draw, and I didn't know there was, before I even knew that there was a thing called art, I was just doing it, I guess. And so I think that it sent me on my own personal journey as an artist and what that means, right? Along the way, I find these like all these things about the comic book medium that just sort of checked every box that I was already involved in doing before I even knew there was like a style to it or comic art, because I was drawing, Conan, like off of Conan magazines and whatever I could find because of Frank Frazetta, basically, which led me to read the books, and I was an avid reader and growing up, and I loved science fiction and fantasy, and so at the beginning of my artistic endeavors, it was always about what I could do in the fantasy realm, like I drew dragons and warriors and fairies and whatever it was fantasy. Played Dungeons and Dragons, which was a major influence for me. And then just growing up with that back in the 70s and the 80s especially, and plus my dad was military, so we were always basically on a military base, or when my dad was overseas, then we would hang out in Indiana, where my mom's family was from, and so I spent a lot of years back and forth in Indiana, Kokomo, and then everywhere else in the military. And I drew everywhere, and I was always the new kid in school, so it was easy for me to break that barrier just because of art. I would draw a picture, another guy would come along and be like, "That looks badass," and then, of course, immediately my instincts is just give it away. Here, you can have it. And I grew up like that, thinking like that. Just do work, because I love doing it. But then when I was decided, even when I was a little kid, I'm gonna be an artist when I grow up. I'm gonna do art. And then to make a living at it, it turned out that I had to put a price on something that I was willing to just give away anyway. So it made it really difficult. Luckily, I got into when I was in high school, I got an opportunity to learn to airbrush at a t-shirt shop in the mall, and this lady apprenticed me. Her name's Janet, really cool woman in Belleville, Illinois, and she apprenticed me, taught me to airbrush, and I used that airbrush to learn how to paint, to draw anything on the fly all the time, and it started with the mall, but then I went to carnivals and fairs and festivals and
like doing caricatures and stuff like that.
Yeah, and exactly, and everything I was doing was always the first time. It was until it just became something that I did all the time. But there was so many first times on everything in art. First time drawing a lion or a tiger or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it just keeps going, and and that was just all part of the journey, because while I was in high school, I drew all the time and entered drawing contests. I won a nationwide drawing contest once, and I did the design overnight and turned it in the very next day on the deadline, and it won first place, and it was a regional. It was like all across the country. All the high schools at the time competed in this contest, and it was just, I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew that I was doing it, and I loved doing it, and I was able to just, I don't know, kind of like the mentality of it. I didn't understand any of it. I just did it. I just loved it. And then when I finally get into comics, that first issue of Arachnus that I did, that the #1 that has the airbrush cover, I airbrushed that cover, and then I did a comic book, one other comic book I think before that issue. That was a completed issue, but it was only 18 pages, right? It was an 18-page comic, black and white. And that was it. And so that's my experience. I did one comic before then. I was in black and white. And then I did the first issue of Arachnus with my brother, who didn't do a comic book at all before that in the first place. So here, the two of us, we don't know anything about what we're doing. We just wanted to do it. Just wanted to do comics and tell stories, and both of us had this whole plan to get into filmmaking. And we thought comics would be a great way to, get into filmmaking eventually. We just, tell a story the easiest way we know how at that point, and the kind of stories, the kind of films we wanted to make were going to be monster films or science fiction, fantasy. I wanted to get my hands on like an Elric script and do a live action Elric movie,
Yeah.
And I got like ideas on how I think that would come out, but alas, all they are just theories and ideas, nothing put into work, nothing actually done to let me know, but anyway, yeah. So all this time and growing up without the internet is just definitely a strange artistic experience than growing up with the internet. And even after I stopped doing comics a long time ago, I loved it. I loved it very much while I was doing it. So it was always the plan to get back into it. But, I ended up taking charge of my children. I had 3 daughters at the time, and I had to take care of them by myself. So I went to what I knew I could make money at, which was in airbrushing. And I spent the last 25 years doing that, basically. And
okay.
And, of course, I got into doing motorcycles and cars and trucks and dragsters. And, I mean, it was a blast. I had a blast. And I moved to Florida during this. And this was back in, like, I don't know, 04, 05, right? When I first started, or when I first really got into airbrushing, automotive, like on metal, right? Was around 04, 05. And I was in Florida, and the shit was on TV, with Monster Garage and all that stuff. So airbrushing was booming, and I was in Sarasota, and I'm practically the only airbrush artist that knows how to do anything in that entire area, like from Tampa all the way down to Naples. Nobody else was really doing anything. So there were all these custom shops that were all over town. In Sarasota alone, there were like 20 of them, and I'm the only airbrush artist that was good. So I was constantly just day after day. I was just killing it, making like a lot of money, and learning along the way, And I did all kinds of like I did like a Wolverine car that was Wolverine themed. I did a Venom car, Spider-Man and Venom. I did all kinds of stuff like that, and I even did an Arachnus motorcycle.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool. Is there pictures of it online somewhere?
It's on his Instagram.
Yes, I think it's. I just looked at his Insta.
Yeah,
I
on
think
my
it's
Instagram, I got a couple of images. And that was more later, later in the career, but I got to do all kinds of stuff and portraits and and even though I got to, airbrushing was my medium. I didn't use acrylics or any like paintbrush anything. I dabbled in that a little bit, but airbrush is what I got used to doing after I stopped doing comics. And all I was doing during the time I was doing Arachnus was just penciling. I didn't know anything about digital media or anything, but I was always interested in him. And my brother, of course, that was the direction he went. He got a degree in animation after Arachnus ended and went into video gaming. And I just, I floated around like a leaf blowing in a raging storm as some kind of freelance airbrush artist. And I tried to take my business serious at first, but it got to be a lot to deal with, because the thing I realized a long time ago that there is a difference between an artistic mind and a business mind. And oftentimes they, like during the time I was airbrushing, I was literally, because I'm philosophical, spiritual, all this other shit, and I felt like I didn't want to be like everybody else in the business where they would tell you one thing but do something else, and they're only after money. And I'm like, that's not me. That's not what I'm about. I don't really give a shit about the money. But I want to do everything as honest as possible. So when I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And I expected everybody else to be that same way. And when I found out that, whenever it came to making money, especially when I was making money the way I was, there was a lot of all these sharks started coming out of the water and floating around me, waiting to get that money. And in order to I felt like in order to deal with these sharks meant that I had to become a shark myself. And I thought that's exactly the way I'm going to sell my soul. Is I'm going to end up being a shark like them when I'm not a shark. I'm a whale or a dolphin or something else, right?
Nice.
And I didn't want to be a shark, but and I was afraid that that's what money does to people is it makes you want to be like that, and I akin that to selling my soul, and I didn't want to sell my soul, so I struggled, and I still struggle to this day. I can't, I don't have the that pride or that ego in me to hire me because I'm better than everybody or I can do this. I'd rather you just see my work, and if you like it and you want to hire me, then
I think that's a good way to go about it, though. It's almost how it should be. If you like what I do, you're just gonna hire me.
Yeah, but there's got to be some kind of element of self promotion when you. It seems like even to get into doing Arachnus, or like I can come up with ideas, and I can self promote if I wasn't promoting myself. Like I'm very much about self promotion when it comes to promoting a business. I got a business, and I want you to utilize my business. So I'm gonna I can put a commercial or some kind of ad promo that would make that business seem like I would be willing to do that. But when it comes to doing it to me for me myself,
even just posting
on.
online, posting stuff on your Instagram, that's promotion. It's self-promoting. You're not doing it maybe to intend it to be so. But
no,
essentially that's what it is.
That if you notice all my social media, every one of them, I rarely put anything on there that's personal. For instance, I don't put pictures of my kids a lot, or it's always about my business or about what I'm doing art wise, right? And but I also don't know, I don't title everything I do. I'm like, hey, check this out. I was working on it. It's hard for me to talk like that. So oftentimes I just
post and ghost.
With no words at all. Just here. This is the picture. Take a look at this. Hopefully you like it. Or this is kind of stuff I'm doing or what I'm working on now.
Yeah. That's
because I get the idea of what social media is about, and you know, and there's got to be an element of just opening up and communicating honestly with people without feeling like, you know, everything's got to be a gimmick or everything's got to be like a, you know, like a promo. Um, but I'm still a long way from completely understanding that. So
Yeah, I mean, like it's a
Hey
thing that
guys,
even
well,
just
in that vein, I'm the next David Finch. Check out my song.
Did you hear
Draw with
Jason hates
omerglitch.
David Finch?
I despise the man. Deplorable human being.
Good,
So terrible.
but there are a shitload of good artists out there that are just really bad.
I mean, there's at least 4 on this panel.
Yeah, telling you. That's what I love about art and expression and telling a story, you know. And I don't know if it's because I'm old now, you know, like you guys understand, but some of the you know, cheesy deeper stuff, I don't know. It doesn't seem to appeal to me like superheroes anymore. Like it's hard for me to like, you know, like talk about or even tell a story that is just no depth, no drama to it, I guess, or no
I think you just did one.
sustenance.
You just told a pretty good story just now, man.
Stop doing it because Arachnus was like, I don't even know what the fuck Arachnus is back then. I know now. I had like a way more, you know, because I think that's the responsibility of a creator is, you know, is to, you know, if you're going to tell a story, you know, I don't know, have some substance to it. You know, that means that there should be a backstory, you know, a reason, a rhyme and a reason for things. And then over the years, a lot of rhyme and reason came available because the things that I like that deal in science fiction and fantasy are specifically those things that are scientific and and fantastical, and it has a lot to do with the imagination and consciousness, and how you know, science and magic are synonymous with each other. They're one and the same. They're one without the other or one with the other. Just like space and time is the same thing. You know, that's how art brings everything together in that same fashion where it's all in the story.
Well, aren't you doing a like an omnibus of Arachnus or something on Kickstarter?
Yeah, yes, I'm supposed to be. I got people counting on me to do it, but they're saying that they want me to develop more of a more, just to know if I have a following. So
Oh, I got you. So
we're
kind
gonna
of do
have
the see what
the
the word is out there for it. Yeah.
yeah, and you know, and that's fine. You know, I was like, all right, you know,
I really don't think it's going to be a problem.
I didn't want to go, you know, I like that idea of going backwards and putting that out again. I don't really, you know, I don't know. It's just me, but I'm not sure what.
Arachnus does have a cult following. Like it does.
Yeah.
A lot of a lot of the people who love the Turtles and like Kabuki and the Crow and Razor, they all know who Arachnus is.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a lot of us. A lot of us are indie fans.
And a lot of us have shows that we can put you on that
were
help spread the word.
Were established, and you just there isn't no ifs, ands, or buts about who they were. You know, where you know with Arachnus, I feel like I completely missed the mark on showing you guys what I was intending. So it's like all of those out there that love Arachnus or care about the character seems to be more so about maybe the artwork. And you know, I tried really hard on the artwork because I know that we missed the mark on our own accord as to what kind of character that character is. And unfortunately, because that's kind of like, I didn't get a chance for people to notice about me, but I'm such an idiot. I don't know how to do anything easily, right? Everything I do has got to be the fucking hard way to do it. And and I couldn't just create some character, even like the Darkness or like Wolverine or any of those other cool ass characters that are out there. Instead, I got to create this character that's got 8 spider legs coming out of his back, which is really complicated and hard to do. And it's like without making this character look like the next character or the next character, because I don't, I like to stay as original as I possibly can get, and that it made it even more complicated to do, more almost impossible, right? But that's those are the kind of characters that I seem to be drawn toward, are the ones that are really impossible to tell or to tell a story about.
Those are the most fun.
I think so.
I'm gonna go.
But you really gotta love what you're doing.
Oh, are you heading out, Marcus?
Oh yeah, I'm beat from the day. I gotta wake up early. And
All right.
sometimes I say that, and then I get caught and end up here at 1:30 in the morning. So I can't do that.
Hey, Marcus, do you want to share anything with us before you go?
Sure.
You want to share any art?
Sure. Well, I think I shared it, but let me show it again.
Sorry, Jason. I'll bring you back in just a second. Sorry, Michael. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's fine. I was just fine.
I like
That
it. I
looks
like
great,
the mountains.
dude.
Oh, that looks good, man. You did a good job on
Oh,
that.
thanks.
Yeah,
This is
bro.
It's Toklo, and he's meeting his 2 bodyguards. I don't know the whole story.
Yeah.
And I had it done where you really saw the guys. I have a lot of farther away
Man,
shots.
he looks. Man, those hands look awesome. Look at that.
Yeah,
Massive.
dude. That's
thank you.
good page. Nice
All
job.
this in the back here are going to be yaks, which is annoying to draw. So
Have fun with that.
Yeah. You've been avoiding the
They have
yaks.
That's funny because
Well, I put some birds in the back because he's supposed to somehow they follow him. I thought they were like
Muskox.
attacking him. Yeah, there's a weird like official like Inuit name. I forget, the omerglitch or something. Omerglitch or
The omerglitches?
It is something like that,
Yeah.
though. It's not quite omerglitch, but it's something like that.
Damn it.
OmniMac. It's the OmniMac. That's what it is. It's just kind of
Mac.
any weird name.
Mac.
So anyway, I'm going to go. Thanks a lot. And you're full
Thanks
up
for being here,
anyway, so
Marcus.
now,
Appreciate you, buddy.
you can everybody come back. All right, thanks. I'll talk to you later.
Later, Marcus.
Thanks. Later, Marcus. All right, bring this guy back.
Oh, now I'm allowed back.
So, Mr. Ortiz, what I
Sorry,
recommend
Jason.
is you leave all your promotion up to Omer and just let him handle everything. That's what I do. So
Yeah,
it seems to
let's
be working
talk.
well so far.
Whenever you get anything, when you get Arachnus going or something, yeah, we all have promotional streams. I do one. Let us know, man. We'll push it out there.
The book I'm actually working on right now and I'm excited about this, is the second issue to Retribution. We published the first issue and it didn't go, and that was it. That was the last book. My brother just found these new pages to the second book. So I'm taking these pages and going with him, and he's writing up the script right now. But I'm working on the second book, and I'm going to do the third book and finish off that whole series. And then, we're going to print those books after we do this compilation first. So next month or the month after, we'll start promoting the compilation. But later on this fall, we're going to finish Retribution. And that's really, I really like that story. I like it better now because we got to work on it and fill it out a little better, so it tells a lot better. But that's what I'm working on now is Retribution, and
we'll have you on for that.
yeah, I'll let you guys know. I want to put out like opportunity for people to do artwork that we can print on the inside, like alternate covers perhaps.
Fine, twist my arm. I'll do it.
Logo design. Want to do a new logo design? I got a logo designer for a publishing company that I'm calling Mystic Mushroom.
Nice.
And then I have a design studio that I'm calling Empath Artistry. And
Nice, man.
I got some logo designs for those that I'm going to start putting on products. My brother's working on some 3D sculptures right now. One of them of Arachnus. Another one is of Cryptus, is a bad guy character in Arachnus. Cryptus is newly designed too. He looks wicked. And we're also redesigning all of the way the Storm Legion look. Because they look like 90s villains out of Top Cow last time, but I'm not gonna do that this time around. I'm actually.
Hey, they look cool. They were cool.
That's funny.
They're not terrible. They look cool.
Not original either. I mean, what the hell?
Hey, if Omer didn't draw them, then they're not terrible.
Yeah. Well, as much as I love that 90s style, I want to do. I'm bringing back a 90s comic, but I want to do it the way you would. I'm not looking for anything.
You're gonna update it. Yeah.
Modern. Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe like 2050 updated. Yeah. Like hopefully it'll look good 20 years from now.
Right.
Well, I do have to get going because I have a stream in like 15 minutes. I gotta get ready for. So yeah.
Cool. Cool, man.
Is that with
later, man.
Yeah, with hockey, Bowler and the Beard. But no, everybody stay here and watch this one. Open mine up just to give me the watch hours and watch this one. We ignore the chat anyway, so we don't.
It's true, they do ignore the chat.
Yeah.
He does. I've been on his stream.
Yeah.
We're professional YouTubers.
Over at Jason's channel.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me on, man.
You got it.
I'll check you all
drop
later.
the link.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Later, y'all.
Jason.
Anytime.
Later.
Yeah.
What was that?
Later, Jason.
Yeah, I really don't think it'll be a problem to promote
Jason,
your book, Michael.
Jason Bascom.
Oh, okay.
Jason
I'm sorry, what was
Bascom,
that,
he's the
John?
creator of Frog G.
Frog G?
Yeah, it's an indie book that came out a few years ago.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not.
I think he's working on issue 2 now.
Yeah.
Is it anything like Cyber Frog or is it something different?
It's different. It's the art style is very funky. It's I don't know, what would you describe it as?
I think it's more of an all ages kind of book, I think.
Yeah.
But it does have some really dynamic artwork in it, though.
Yeah, it kind of looks, I don't know. I want to say it looks kind of 70s to me, but I don't know why. The art style is.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Smokey asks, so no longer Morningstar Studios, Michael?
Yeah, no longer Morningstar Studios, which is a good question. We were talking about that for a while. Because my brother, he's getting into a bunch of different other aspects of the same, because he's not inking as much anymore, but he still wants to be very much involved in the comic book genre. But he also, he made a bunch of friends in the video gaming industry, and all these guys are pretty proficient at one aspect of animation or another, and he does 3D modeling, and they animate, and he animates. So he wants to start creating motion comics, kind of with animated panels. And he's got also his own. We want to do an anthology because one of Arachnus's ability, and we never got to really delve into it like completely with the original story, even though we hinted at it, was that arachnids can move into different dimensions, right? He's a dimensional traveler kind of thing. And so that, and as far as Mario and I is concerned, that means that it just opens up opportunity to tell a story about anything if we wanted to include arachnids in it. We can put arachnids in any world and tell a story like that. And I had some ideas. He's got ideas. And he wrote a script that's really good. And it has a lot to do with arachnids coming from an ancient Mayan kind of history, dealing with the Maya. And
What's up, Don?
And
Oh
that's
man,
really
fun's
good
over.
story. So he's going to develop that. And
Don's on here.
Oh shit!
we
Pay
got
no
Dave-
attention to what I was saying about you earlier, Don.
I want to watch it, dude.
Is that Don from Don Draws Don?
Yeah, what's up, Michael?
Yeah. Hey Don, how are you?
I'm doing good, buddy. How you doing?
Good. Good. Hanging in there.
Yeah.
Well,
good to see all my friends. Even you, Dan.
Even me, I don't know. I don't know about that.
Oh, come on. So, anything special happening tonight?
We're just hanging out.
That's cool.
We chased off Jason Bascom.
Yeah, we got rid of him and we got rid of Marcus.
Yeah.
And
Freaking
I'm going to be leaving soon too. So
Marcus got all the attention last week anyway, over the weekend with the freaking hanging out in Pecan, hanging out with all the
Dan
cool people.
Panosian.
Right?
Big wig and the big wigs. Yeah.
Billy
I
Tucci,
want to go. I want to go back to Heroes Con, but this time I want to go as a vendor and not just a fan.
There you go.
How much are the booths?
I'm afraid to ask.
Yeah. Well, it only costs like I think $75 for a 3-day pass if you're just a regular person.
Well, yeah, that's not that bad, but it's just the point now. One of my high school friends went to Heroes Con as a vendor, and I'm like, well, if this fucker is doing it, then there's no reason why I shouldn't be doing it.
I went to Heroes Con. That was the first convention I went to, and it was like back in '92.
See, the last time I went up there was, I want to say 03, 04.
Good stuff in Arachnus, Smokey.
Huh?
Go ahead. No, Smokey's looking through Arachnus right now, Michael, and he's saying what panels and pages he's really liking. Earlier he
whole
said
damn book?
page 2, bottom panel, sweet eye candy. Yeah, Mike draws some beautiful babes. And then double page spread, top panel spread on page 3 and 4 is juicy. Yeah, so
Juicy's always good.
out in the chat. Smokey, yeah.
Hey,
So
Mama Donna.
Smokey says 300 plus for one table, 900 for a corner table. Hello, Mama Donna.
That's fair.
Hi.
That's not
Inkspot
bad,
says-
really.
Not really, but
Arachnus
it's just-
was a great looking
you
character.
have to have a
My
name
comic
though,
store didn't
to
have it.
make some money.
Now, is that just for one day or is that for the whole time?
That's for the whole time, man. If you buy a table, it's for the whole event.
Well, even the 900 isn't terrible, but still, you'd have to make sure you can recoup that money.
Yeah, recoup it. Yeah.
Well, you know, all the guys in the
Or-
studio, we can get together. We can get Marcus to do a striptease. Get a little like a
get on that pole,
t-shirt.
Marcus.
Yeah.
There's Frog G.
Michael, this is Frog G here. I'll try to make it bigger, see if I can.
They're Frog G.
Just want to show Michael some of the art. This is what Jason does. Jason and Inkspots. Inkspots is in the chat.
Crazy, unique style. I like it a lot.
Oh, hell yeah. That's
A unique art style is usually why I look at a comic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. It's like
I sadly know zero about the story, but I do like his art.
Oh.
Now, Michael, just so you, in case you didn't know, Jason has eyesight issues and he can't see very well, and he's drawing this stuff. It's freaking awesome.
Is it a recent eyesight issue or is it something he's had all his life?
I think it's gotten worse.
Yeah, it's something he's been dealing with like for the last 10, 15 years, something like that.
You can't tell by looking at his work.
Yeah. So real quick, just wanted to show Frog G off and we get to promote it. Go check out Frog
that's
G.
really
Go
cool.
links
That's
in the
really
chat.
nice.
Yeah.
That's badass.
Go get early sign up for Frog G2.
Wow. What have you been working on, John?
Hold on 1 second, and I'll show you.
You're just about done with yours, aren't you?
Well, actually, the Exodus Z and Flesh Eaters are both done.
Nice.
I've done, between the two books, I've done 50 pages.
Damn, dude.
Wow.
I'm going to save Frog G for payday. That way I have it saved that I'm following the account.
Very cool.
I didn't think Ink Spots or Jason would mind.
Nice.
I just read Jason's private chat. Oh my God. I'm sure he's kidding though. I hope. Okay. I was like, damn.
Oh, I'm already signed up.
What did he say about me?
Cool. All right.
Go read
Yeah.
it. It's funny.
We posted a short earlier for
I'm scared.
a book that I'm a part of called Phantasmagoria. This is the cover for
It's pretty good, right?
2.
Oh yeah, but blow up
I'm
Evil
scared.
Ginger.
Oh,
I just realized I can't make you big, dude. I'm so used to that.
Sorry, I was about to sketch something. Oh, do some watercolor.
You did it.
Yeah,
You
it
did
looks
the
great.
drawing, or somebody else drew it?
No, I did it. I did all of this.
Wow.
I just did the ink the foreground. I got to do the background tomorrow.
Man. Huh. That's badass.
Yeah, she's like my version of the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah, that was
Because she's a lot nicer to look at than
I heard a boop.
than Crypt Keeper is.
Hmm.
Oh, we got somebody else in here.
Well, we got 2 Dons in here. Did one Don freeze? Maybe one Don froze. Let's see.
Oh yeah, Don did freeze.
Oh. Sorry, Don. Hold on. Let me get the right one here.
These were from
There you go.
the last issue.
Dude.
In the book, I get 2 to 3 pages to as like an intro and outro. So I did those for inside the first issue.
She'll keep you in stitches. Very nice.
Books.
So that's kind of like your Elvira, right? But like
Yeah,
Crypt
kind of like
Keeper
an
version.
Elvira or Crypt Keeper kind of thing. Because George wanted to model this book after the old school horror books in the 60s. So I figured I would just have some fun with it.
Hey Dale, your
That's
book,
cool, man.
the one that you give away. What do I got to do to get that? Do I just send you an email or something?
Just go over to my website, the-installation.com, and there's a link at the top of the website that takes you to my MailChimp form, and you put your name and mailing address in there, and then I send it off.
All right, cool.
Here, I'll show you how to do it right now. Let's bring it up while we're at it. Let's
All right.
share Dale's stuff.
I swear this was not scripted.
So you get a chance.
No, we are
Go
far
to,
too unorganized for it to be scripted.
Go to the installation.
I've been meaning to look at it for a while.
And you
There
see
it
this
is.
image here where it says sign up for my mailing list. I'm highlighting it there
Nice.
to receive a free physical copy. So
Man, dude,
click
I
on
gotta
that,
get
baby.
sign ups to look like yours. Mine look like trash compared to this.
And then put your info here, subscribe, and you will get a copy of Dale A's comic book.
Hell yeah.
Free. And he's only got 5 left.
I've only got 5
You'll
left.
get this one
Well,
right here.
earmark one for
Sword
me.
and
I'm
Sword.
going to sign up tonight.
All right. It's got your name on it, Don.
Sword and Sword.
Cool. I'll do a review on it. On my
Hey, I appreciate that. Give
Shadow-
me an honest review.
Shadow
Critique me,
should be,
Don.
Oh, dude, I'll scathe it if I don't like it.
should be signing up.
I'll John
There we
Lombard
go.
it. I'll John Lombard it.
Oh, you got
shit.
my Global Comics up there too, yeah.
That
See,
yeah,
check
I
out
have,
Global Comics. This story, Nightmare
Everybody is talking
Scenario.
about Global Comics. I
is-
know nothing about
it's the
This
where
story
to
is
be
really
for
good.
digital.
I use My Way
This
as
is a
a
badass story by Dale.
easy way to show people my book.
it. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's really handy. I mean, there's zero barrier to entry if you set your book to free, so you can just drop links to it.
Cool.
Oh, there we go. It's a little slow.
This is great stuff. I love the coloring. Dale did a great job coloring this book.
I'm not a colorist at all.
These
obviously.
clowns are freaking awesome. He's like,
That's good, dude.
where is she? Eat your bones. Blam, mother trucker.
Eat your bones. I love it.
We got to get. How do I go back to the home page?
Just click
in
like in the middle. There you go, and then just you can click on my name in the upper left corner.
Well, I want to bring up this guy. This guy,
Oh, that
this
guy?
mime is the coolest character.
Wait, you got an
I've
entire
seen in a
comic?
long time. As soon as it
Yeah,
loads,
well, yeah, it's in two parts:
Yeah,
16 pages, then 10 pages, so 26 pages total.
Shit. Okay, I didn't know it was like that.
this
I mean,
guy is badass. The red mime.
Oh,
Look at that
dude,
shit. It's fucking great.
that's
Big
cool.
katana.
Character.
Well, thank you.
Is that a katana or a claymore that he's carrying?
There's a type of katanas. Well, they have a different name for them, but they were like to fight against cavalry. Like, so the samurai would have these giant swords that had extra long blades on them so they could slice through a horse. And that's what he's got.
You specifically designed a sword to slice through a
he loves
horse.
That's
Wow.
what they did. Yeah.
Nice. Well, okay.
Very cool. Go check it out. Very
If
cool.
the situation calls for it, I guess that's
Yeah,
what you need.
I want to
Mhm.
draw this character real bad.
Yeah, I kind of did.
Do it, man. Do it.
Well, you know, Saturday on the studio, we're doing amalgamations of different kind of independent characters. We could mash that dude up with somebody else and turn him into a whole nother thing.
Omer would just give him boobs. I can tell you that right now.
Sometimes that's all it takes.
I want to share this real quick.
Oh yeah. Omer's like amazing. He's been making me trailers. It's crazy.
Blam, blam. Die, clown. Where's my kid?
Oh. Dude, you had me to eat them bones. I'm sorry.
We must show. I don't speak. I kill you. All right, that's enough of that.
Yeah, I don't know how you have time to do all this
fun.
stuff, but he made me two shorts. So
Yeah, he did
thank you
three.
again, Omer.
Yeah, he helps.
There's three. You should have
he's
three.
He's helped Marcus too,
There's
right?
three.
And John.
DM.
And then he got
Yeah, I help Marcus.
got James's book in shape. Gives me advice all the
Yes,
time
sir.
when he's not effing
Try
with me.
to. Try to.
Oh, there is three. Yeah.
I think Omer's got some kind of different clock than the rest of us have.
I don't know, man.
He's got like 26 hours in a day. He doesn't pay tariff on
I try to
time.
be helpful. Look, I got real good at making quick little 15, 20-second shorts for CapCut. So I kind of like already know what I have in mind whenever I prep to do one. So,
Dude,
I
it takes
can knock
me a
them out
freaking
pretty
hour
fast.
to do a short. I suck.
Yeah, video editing is not a skill that I have.
And I'm like,
CapCut is
I
so
know
easy to
how
use.
to do it. It's just like, fuck, I want it to be perfect. You know, I want to like,
Wanting to do it's a different story.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I threw out perfect a long time ago.
yeah.
Threw out perfect a long time
I
ago.
probably should too. You should. Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, I gotta head out. I've got an early morning big project, so I will talk to y'all later.
All right, Dale. It was a privilege
man.
hanging out with you, bro.
Keep drawing.
All right.
You got anything you want to share before you go, Dale?
Buy his comics.
Check out theinstallation.com. Grab one of those comic books. If you get 5 of them, Don won't get one. So
Oh yeah.
Only five.
Give me a load.
Only five.
That's
left.
incentive. Give me
Hey,
a load.
did Shadowhawk sign up for one, Dale, recently? He was supposed to do it today, but
I didn't. I haven't gotten a notification. I'll check my email.
he hasn't done
But-
it then, probably.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
it was nice to
make
meet
sure
you,
you
Mr.
check.
Ortiz.
I made 3 of those shorts for you.
Nice seeing you too. Hope,
Oh yeah, I'll put them
later.
all up there.
Right on. I appreciate
Art of
it.
Roy?
Have a good night.
Totanuki, is that what they're called? Art of Roy will explain the
They're called-
samurai swords to you.
Dotanukis.
Dantonuki. We lost Omer and everybody.
Omer's not there anymore. Was that Omer that just
He
left?
couldn't handle Dale leaving, so he took off.
No. Okay.
There you go. It's just us.
Just us.
The cool guys.
Dude, who are you drawing, man?
Oh, it's a possum character. It's called let me see. I hold up here. I have
Dude, that is some righteous line work you got going on.
Thank you.
For real.
It's this guy. He's the opossum, if you can.
Opossum.
Yeah, opossum.
Is that your character or somebody else's?
Yeah, this Omer had I think it's one of Omer's friends. But he
I'm back.
had
Can you
him
guys hear
on
me?
the other night and he was
Yep.
drawing them. And I'm like, oh, he looks like a spawn, so I'll draw
Killer,
him.
dude. Yeah.
Interesting.
I would be scared to ink over your work, man.
Well, no, I mean like it's very
Very nice ink pad.
it's very much like Gene Colan, like that, like my pencils.
Exactly. I'm just scared I'd F it up.
Yeah,
Your lines are prestige, dude.
and then there's like I do like a cartoony style too.
Oh,
But,
stop it. Now you're just showing off.
no, it's not. I'm showing off a blown deadline for that piece. But yeah, I keep it loose just so it's like energetic. I never really did tight pencils.
It's like your stuff, dude. Your fucking line work. I love looking at your stuff because your character can be still, but it looks like it's still moving.
Right. Yeah, and that's
I love that.
Yeah, and that's like a like an old like someone said that, and I don't know.
It was me. Damn it! I just said it right now.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. It it might have been like Will Eisner. I thought that was like a line that he said at one time where.
Oh,
it's like,
well, Will got it.
I'm pretty sure I read something like that in one of his books.
Yeah, and it was like even if the character is like drinking coffee, like make it look like the character is like in motion. Yeah. So at that point, and geez, I read that young, and it just stuck with me.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Omer, what are you working on? Your night dude?
I'm doing the cover. Well, based on the cover of Dale's.
You fucking
Sword
people
and
that
Chivalry.
watercolor paint piss me off. You really do.
Doing a
Freaking painterly people. I can't stand any of you. And it's only because I'm jealous because I can't paint worth a shit. I've tried. I can't even paint by number.
Your digital work is good, bro.
Man, don't. Don't. I'm okay.
Yeah,
I'm no Michael Ortiz.
Well, none of us are, right? But there can only
Damn
be
it, he
one.
wasn't even around to hear the
I think he
comment.
stepped out first.
Shit, I'm trying to grasp some clout over here. I'm no John Apple. Damn it.
I barely am.
Yeah, but you're close enough. Nipple, mom.
I was gonna
Nipple.
say, your
Speaking of
stuff
that,
on
my
James's
90s
book is great.
I'm really excited to show everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, she friended you on Facebook, dude.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, it's been a day, man. It's been friggin' hot all day.
Yeah.
We had a retarded little storm pop up. We're at the ass end of the day, 8:30. No rain at all for 3 or 4 days. And then this storm comes out and it's like, I'm just going to shut everything down. I'm going to make the power blink off and on. I'm going to make you turn the air conditioner off, make it get hot in the house. F you. And then he just comes and he just dumps like 1,000 gallons of water on us all at one time. And then 10 minutes later, it's gone. I'm like, damn, thanks, dude. It's been like that
Did,
all over the state, though. I don't know what it's like. I know half of the country's been under heat advisory today.
Yeah. Hey, John,
Yeah,
did you ever mail out that care package?
What care
What?
package?
Did you ever mail that thing out?
I did. He got it.
Did? He got it already?
Yeah, I got it. I got his drawing.
Yeah.
He had to show off.
How cool is that? Yeah.
Well, considering I talked about it on the show Saturday, I don't know where you were at.
He almost
when Don talks, sometimes I ignore you.
Everybody just fucking tunes out when I start talking. Even me. You know, Marcus is over there nodding off in the corner. James gets up and leaves, starts counting his omnibuses.
Did you hold it up and show it? I don't remember. If
I
you
did hold it up and show it.
Maybe I was looking down, doing stuff. I feel bad now. Sorry.
Fucking eating or something
My
like you
bad.
normally do. Oh, dude, did you see Tank tweeted out? He's back. He's going to be back. He's feeling better.
Well, he's been dropping in the chats, and yeah, he says he's feeling better. Yeah.
I saw him in the chat of Katie Didd's show the other day, and he was in our chat Saturday, but he didn't stay very long.
Yeah, he came in here last Wednesday, and he said to pass along a message to James, and I did, and James didn't know what he was talking about, and I didn't either. So I was just like, "Oh, I don't. Okay."
He stopped in tonight real quick, and then he had to go to work.
Well, whatever.
Yeah, he was in here.
I'm glad he's okay.
Yeah.
Definitely glad it's okay.
Until Marcus is going to show up Saturday.
Yeah, Marcus will be on
So
Saturday.
did he get a job or something?
No, he was sick. You're talking about Tank. He was sick. That's what he said.
No, but
Yeah,
John, you
yeah,
said
I
you
saw
slept
that
in and
tweet.
said you.
He said he
to
was
go to work?
sick, and then like he lost all of his passwords or something. Again,
He got locked out of all of his Google stuff.
yeah.
Again?
Which is weird because Google has double auth, and they should verify just through like a phone number.
Well, that's
Like-
if you opt into it. In a lot of cases, you don't.
Well, I think Google you have to now. I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you have to do. And also, this was a shock. If anyone has a uses like G Drive, you need a Gmail account to share now. So you can't share with like a Yahoo or Outlook account. It's Google to share out of Google Drive.
For Google Drive? Really?
That's
That's annoying.
I'm glad I got both.
Yeah, I mean, like they're clamping down. It's probably for security and phishing and other things.
Yeah. People kept trying to pressure me to use that effing Dropbox. I will not do it. I cannot stand Dropbox. Their fees are outrageous. You okay, Maxie? For me, I mean, it may be good for other people, but I'm notoriously cheap.
I only use it because my writer for Exodus Z had an account, and that's where we were sharing the files, so he could get them lettered and colored.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll
for like
use a free one.
Well, see, I got Microsoft Office, and I get a terabyte of storage with that. I think it's like $7-8.99, some shit like that. Because I got the Office suite, because I'm always using Excel and Outlook and shit and Word, and I get the storage for that. So I do a lot of that for like clientele, for digital stuff like that. And I've had my G Drive friggin' ever. I didn't know you had to. I didn't know they had switched it out like that. Though. That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not joking. I found. I don't know if it's how new it is, and I got to double check my email. But I tried to share something last night with a Yahoo account, and I felt like a fucking rookie because I'm like, hey,
maybe they're just trolling people with Yahoo accounts. So like, get with it, man. No one uses it.
Yeah, like it's how that's how they get Yahoo to sell to them.
It's like, what? You got AOL.com? Get out of here. Stop.
Dude, my sister has an AOL account.
You no longer have mail.
Yeah.
Neither does anyone else.
Homer, read your chat, man. Let's just blow through it.
No, there's too many. I can't read them all.
Man, fuck that. Show your chat some respect. What are you doing? I'm here. I'm gonna tell you how to run your show.
Oh.
We'll put that guy in the back for a little bit. Let me get through the chat here.
Oh, jeez.
You fucker. Okay. Oh wait, this isn't the key. I'm sorry, I'm being R-rated with my language tonight. I apologize.
But I think
no.
I'm
This is a hump day. You can.
Oh, okay.
Do whatever you want.
Well, fuck it then.
I'm probably going to get out of here, guys.
Yeah, Mega's pretty good. They're not that bad. Why is it I show up? Everybody freaking leaves because I got here so late.
You're out of here.
Oh no. I'm kind of like hitting a wall on
Okay,
that.
I chased Marcus off before I even got here. And then
Look at that.
15 seconds after I show up, he's out. He's like, "Oh, this fucking guy, I gotta go." Dude,
that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Man.
Dell's been leaving a little early because of work stuff. Yeah.
I'm moist. Your work makes me moist, dude. You gotta stop.
I gotta give me some of that Extreme Studios paper.
Yeah, where are you getting all this stuff at? You didn't even personalize with your little doodad up there in the corner.
Yeah, I make it.
How did you do this magical thing?
Is that a white pen you're using?
Let me see. Oh, what you guys?
The
white pens. No, I mostly use.
No, the one you're using there, it's a pencil. It's just a lead.
Oh,
pencil.
right here. Yeah,
it's mechanical.
but for whiteout, I do this.
Oh,
and then these like
Yeah,
that.
I've got. What is this?
That's, and then it's the Doc Martens, matte white. But
oh.
So that, gentlemen, this is how real artists work, right
Hey, I got that Zig Kuretake stuff.
Just
that's
iPads and Cintiqs away. This is how it's really.
Yeah, but then for like the really thin stuff, I use the uni balls. So like that's.
Oh yeah, I've got different sizes of those myself.
Yeah, but this is this is Crow Quill. So that's what I use for here, and that's where I get, if I like double up a line, you kind of get that quick highlight.
Wow.
So that's that. Yeah,
nice.
That's nice.
So like it's a couple of different things. I'm trying to let me see. Do I have any like? I know I have just cycled through it all. Let's see. I don't know if I have anything. Oh, maybe this guy. Oh no, that one sucks. I'm looking for Elliot's piece. I always forget that.
You too, phone home.
Oh, right here. Yeah, like I can show it. I can show you guys a little bit what I'm talking about. So you kind of like.
Damn.
Let's see here. I'm just trying to see.
Oh, good. That's nice.
She's gonna jump off the page, bro.
Oh, that guy looks familiar.
Oh,
yeah. See,
good.
like here. See, like how like the armored fingers.
Right.
Like I'll
Thanks
use the
to
white
life.
out to like double up like a ridge, like it's beveled almost.
All right.
Hey, what's up, Tank?
So yeah, and but this will be all black. And it's like, have like the Sin City rain, rain and thunderbolt in the background.
Right.
And then for the lightening, I'll use the brush. The toothbrush.
Let's see. Yeah.
To kind of add like glows and kind of like sparkles.
Nice. Well, good.
Yeah, I've gotten to the point now. If I don't have ink on my hands when I'm done, then I'm not done yet.
You didn't do it right.
Exactly.
Yeah, that looks good. It's looking good.
Do you know how hard it is to get digital ink off your fingers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I'm constantly washing all those pixelated pieces off into the sink, clogs up the drain.
Poor thing.
It's a damn shame, I tell you what. You got to get all this special cleaner to get it off. Comet doesn't work.
I'd like to know what you're drinking when you're cleaning yourself.
Well, sir, I'll never tell.
Mellow yellow.
Oh yeah.
Wait, cold trickle, mellow yellow.
Dude, that's my drink of choice right there. Nectar of the gods. I love mellow.
Dude, whenever I'm at one of those Coca-Cola machines, like the self-serve ones, I get the peach mellow yellow.
And God bless you for bringing up Cold Trickle. That is my
That's
top
my boy.
5. That's in my top 5 movies, man.
Dude, the beginning of that movie, the score,
it's the spirit
the James
animal.
Horner
Oh yes,
I
is-
love that movie.
Yeah, it's like one of the best, and that movie's so effective too. Like the voiceover, like the announcer, like tells you like everything you need to know about that whole like lifestyle.
When he shows up, gets off the motorcycle to race dude's car.
Yeah,
He looks at him and he goes,
Tom Cruise.
I'm hitting the hammer. No, you're not.
He say something about if you make one little scratch or whatever, I'm gonna wrap this around your head or some shit.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. And that was like the first time I remember seeing Michael Rooker ever.
Yeah, that was and like people don't consider him. He's more of a character actor. Like I always can consider now. Maybe he's more of an actor, but he does characters like really well.
Yeah, I think he had done Replacement Killers before Days of Thunder, but I saw Days of Thunder first.
And then like Robert Duvall was just fucking epic in that flick.
Oh yeah.
Perfect casting.
I'm pretty sure that movie is one of the reasons why I drive the way I do now.
Probably, yeah. I don't know how you drive. I'm not speaking for me.
A lot like that movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but then I always forget who like when they get into the accident and Tom Cruise kind of like that was based on something. I want to say maybe like Dale Earnhardt.
I think it was Richard Petty. I think it was
Richard because I thought Dale Earnhardt he his friend like died or got into like a really bad wreck. And
I'm not entirely sure.
Had like 1 or 2 bad years.
Hey, that stuff looks familiar.
Yeah, but Petty's in it though.
Oh yeah, he's got a quick cameo.
Yeah, quick cameo. Yeah.
And then you got I think Buddy Baker's in there too. He used to race for Winn-Dixie.
Okay.
I only know because I worked at Winn-Dixie and every friggin' thing they had with the Winn-Dixie logo on it, he was all fucking on it. Cookies and soda. I'm like, who is this Buddy Baker guy? He's everywhere.
I haven't posted anything new on my.
Terry always was the bad guy.
I got a lot of stuff to post, but I haven't done it yet.
I shared Peter's Instagram and his Twitter.
Oh yeah, thank
you. Go check it out. Now I've got Michael's up. If people want to, I'll drop the link in the chat.
Are you finally posting more on Instagram, Michael?
Yeah, I have a bunch of other images that I'm going to be posting soon.
Nice.
I got some video too that I wanted to post, but yeah. I also have a Facebook page called Wicked Artworks. Have you guys seen that?
No.
Hate to do this, guys. I will catch you later. You guys have a good night.
Oh,
see you later, man.
All right, Pete.
Yeah, nice talking to you. Who's leaving?
Welcome back to the studio,
Peter.
Oh, okay.
This is Peter. Let me see if I can bring up your Facebook page. What's it called again?
Wicked Artworks.
Michael?
Wicked Artworks is 3 words, and WERX is the last word. That was more like my portfolio, I guess. I just posted work that I did along the way.
You okay, Mom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me? I got cut off real quick for a second.
Oh, no, I
we
didn't
can hear you.
hear you now.
I didn't do it.
Yeah, I don't know. My connection's been spotty tonight after the first hour. So this is Wicked Artworks right here. This is Michael's Facebook page. Let me see if I can. I'll put it in the. I put it in the chat.
Oh,
so
okay.
people can go subscribe to it over on.
All right, on.
All right, Roy. I'll bring it up in just a second, but give me a second.
So, Michael, do you just work exclusively traditional, or do you do any digital stuff?
Yeah, I do a lot of my portfolio, especially on Wicked Artworks, is basically my schooling, like the stuff I've been practicing on or stuff. I'll post it on there. I'm a little, and this was over the last several years, so along the way, I like to think I'm better at it, though I'm still learning how to, how to use it, how to utilize it, because I'm traditional. I love traditional work, and I like doing that where I can, feel the canvas or the paper or the whatever, the clay.
You like
it. As opposed to anything digital, it just still doesn't feel real to me.
Yeah, it's all fake.
Yeah.
I think that's what throws me off about it too.
It's a different dimension, a different universe.
Yeah, it's us digital artists. We work in the fourth dimension, also known as the best dimension.
Yeah.
Seeing that barbarian that Michael had reminded me that I have this oversized paper. I bought some oversized Bristol board, and I'm gonna find a reason to draw on it some more.
You are not afraid of spotting the blacks, are you?
No.
That looks good. That looks good.
I love it.
Hey, did you ever get a chance to do some inks on those sample pages?
Not yet. I gotta put some ink in my printer so that I can print them up.
Yeah, those are.
That or just say screw it and take them up to Staples and have them print them up for me.
I'll be impressed whatever you're able to do with them because according to the pros out there, they said it was uninkable stuff. So
we'll see.
Yeah, hopefully. It's old work though, but I'll just be curious as to what it might look like. Because besides what Andrew did this last time, I've never seen anybody ink my work. Like it's never happened. Besides my brother, he's the only other person that's ever inked anything I've done. So I'm still like always wondering what it would look like to see somebody.
I'm just afraid that it's gonna look like I drew it. So I'm trying to take my time and figure out what to do with it.
Yeah. Well,
because normally I just ink my own work and that's about it.
Yeah. Well, I can never, I can't fault anybody because I still believe that it's up to the responsibility of the penciler to translate exactly what needs to be, what needs, like all the information. So
Yeah.
if you end up finding yourself confused or without information that you need in order to ink it without having to think too hard on it, then it's up to the penciler. That's the penciler.
Yeah, usually when I do my
Ink,
pencils,
he doesn't have a Twitter.
I pencil to the point that I don't have to think with my pen.
Right. It's really how it should be.
I'm gonna share a piece by Art of Roy real quick. It is a little spicy. YouTube, it is covered. It's a little furry-ish thingamabobber. I hope we don't get a strike for this or like any copyright or 18. It is covered.
Hello.
It is a little spicy though.
She needs to take care of that back end, man.
It's my kind of
That's
spicy.
out of control.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing there, Art of Roy. It looks great, except for
You're ruining
it's
it,
a
bro.
censored version. So yeah, putting fur texture is kind of bizarre.
You ruined it.
Yeah.
A red or a black rectangle would work fine.
Yeah.
Or just leave it like it is. People are too sensitive.
Well, thanks for sharing.
Yes, definitely.
Leave her
It's very nice. I liked it. Yeah,
I'm still
that 70s. Yeah, I don't know, Brian Rick. That's like
Dude, that's
way
like
70s.
that's 70s BC Bush.
Yeah.
That's way too much.
Yeah, shit. Yeah.
That's like caveman stuff.
Yeah, it's like back when we had hair all over still.
Yeah.
But she's in
Oh,
slick
man.
plastic. Yeah.
Jurassic.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I can't show the other one. Duh.
Sure you can.
I could spot it.
Just use
Put it
your
up there, see what happens.
imagination.
Be brave.
No.
You dictate the terms of service to YouTube, not the other way around.
Yeah.
Don't let them bully you.
Yeah,
Homer.
down to mow some lawn on that one. Yeah, hell yeah.
I got you back.
Let's see. What is our? See, added the black in my iPhone. Oh, that's a pencil. Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'll make a censored version for you that looks a little better because that's rough. That's rough.
I'm going to share my screen, Homer.
What else? Sure. What you got going?
Just a little something I was messing with today. Earlier. I really haven't been doing too much with the heat and everything.
It's ready. Nice.
Booty butt cheeks.
I'm trying to get better at doing stuff like that.
What's ours?
Those look bubblegum-alicious.
That's right.
That manga style?
Is that who? No, that's my character, Skylar.
Yeah, that looks good. She's spinning a basketball. Nice derriere.
Mm-hmm.
Hers ain't that bad.
Something I can bounce off that. Oh, is she in a bikini?
Hey, I got a quarter.
Yeah, it's really, really thin. It's just a string.
Yeah.
I was trying to do that with no reference, so the anatomy might be a little wonky. I didn't use any reference for this.
No, it looks good.
Seems like your imagination works just fine.
On that end, yes. I have no problem. Okay.
Arteroy says my Soriyama phase. Yeah, he's definitely popular for a while there. Good stuff though.
Thanks. I really haven't been doing too much, so last couple of days. I'm getting back to
kill.
I'm conserving my energy for Saturday's show.
Right.
I am working on a Screecher cover for Phoenix Press. So
that's cool.
He wanted me to do a little bit of cheesecake with Screecher, and it kind of effed me up a little bit because I'm like, you're like 16. I don't want to do 16-year-old cheesecake, man. I feel weird. He's like, no. She's 19. She's 19. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. I'm like, okay. I guess I could do it. But I mean, I didn't go fruit cheesecake. She's still in her outfit. I just kind of put her in like a little bit of a pose. It's for the new one coming up. I can't show anything. So, and just trying to ride this freaking heat wave on.
I'm still waiting for Michael to start drawing because I was excited. He finally on the Hump Day show, and I just gotta wait.
We're not worthy, bro. We're not worthy.
My bad.
I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you, Mike.
I meant to start drawing my sketchbook, but I've been drawing on my tablet.
Oh, you've been drawing on this tablet the whole time? We've been looking at the blank sketchbook?
Yeah, my bad.
Oh, dang.
You guys talk, but
that's what's up.
This is what I'm working on. I'm doing.
That looks awesome.
I'm trying to do a thumbnail of or a cover page to Tribal Force.
I was about to say it looks nothing like Omega Mission.
Yeah, no, it's I'm fucking it up, but I'm basically trying to. I did a sketch, and I'm doing a cover idea for Tribal Force.
That looks great.
I'm digging that, man. Tribal Force?
Yeah, my buddy John Proudstar, he's got this comic book that he does called Tribal Force, and I told him I would do a cover for it. My buddy Gene Jimenez is gonna ink it, or not ink it, but color it, digital colors. But these are his characters, and he's an actor, really. Like, have you guys ever seen Reservation Dogs?
Yeah, on FX. I've watched it.
The name sounds familiar.
That guy-
TV show. Isn't it?
I've seen
Yeah, he played the father to that one girl. I forgot his name.
Oh yeah. But it's got the guy on the horse. He's like, "This is walking horse." Hey,
Yeah, that guy's
The funny
that guy's
guy.
funny. He's funny as hell, but
Wasn't that created by Taika whatever his name is? Wakiti?
The dad. Yeah, the guy he's talking about.
Yeah.
That Mike's talking about. He's
Yeah.
one of the other.
yeah, his
creators on
acronym is John Proudstar. But yeah, a long time ago, him and his buddy were financed from an Indian reservation to produce a comic book called Tribal Force. So our publishing company, which was Mystic at the time, published their first issue of Tribal Force, and it's American
I think
Indian
I have it.
heroes.
I think I have it.
Yeah, well, he's
Sounds
still
familiar.
doing it, and he's been working on it for a while. But anyway, I'm just just spending time fucking it up as best I can.
You just hit the right up. Man. We'll love it anyway.
Let me share some stuff real quick. I think we're gonna call it a night. It's been a slow night, no big deal. Sometimes it's just the way it is. A lot of people are tired from all the hoopla this past weekend, and
It's my fault.
okay.
I shouldn't have tried to
Yeah.
shake it in his hand. I shouldn't have done it.
You shouldn't be shaking wangs, dong.
Going straight to hell.
Hands. Go with hands, not dongs.
How dare I?
Or wangs.
Right?
How dare you, sir? How dare you?
Hey, buddy.
Go check out Peter, aka Pat, over on YouTube. Meant to share that earlier with his Twitter and his Instagram. Pete's always posting stuff. I don't know how he does it. I don't know how I get stuff done, but I don't know how Pete.
Yeah, he was talking about you not having enough time, and he's constantly putting stuff up.
Yeah, man, he's crazy.
Hey, I
But,
know that guy.
And this is John's. What is this website, John? Comics.
This is the website that George Alvarez put together so that we could help promote Exodus Z and all its memorabilia.
Dude, that T-shirt is tight.
Cool.
I like the design.
Yeah, that's the one that I wear every week. My wife made
signed
it.
up.
We gotta get some studio. We gotta get some studio swag. bros.
Yeah. Click on the T-shirt so people can see it.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Is it this one here? Comics Unknown?
Yeah. Promote Omer. Come on.
It should be.
I'm clicking on it. It's taking a while. My internet's kind of acting weird right
Oh
now.
no, I guess that's.
Oh
Nope.
hell yeah,
My-
dude! That is a great.
The one my wife did has the Exodus Z on it.
Yeah, I thought there was an Exodus Z one on here. That's why I was like, which one do you want me to click on?
What do the sizes go up
Let me
to?
go back.
I'm down to 4X now. I can get in that. You got 4X.
Let me go back real quick. Give me 1 second.
3X by the end of the summer. I keep melting.
Was it here?
Omer, he's sharing something. Make him big. He's got a T-shirt on.
Oh, he's got it on. Okay. Here.
Good God, dude.
Here we go. There we go. Let's see here.
More or
This
less,
one.
yeah.
This is what he's talking about.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now that is fire.
Yeah, it looks great.
You know, she made this one for me for I think my birthday or something, and I liked it so much. I talked her into making some for the so we can sell at shows and stuff. So all those ones are black. Mine's the only special one that's blue.
Nice.
Cool.
Very cool.
All right. So, well, I just want to share the website. So, John's got that.
And I
Go
believe
check it
I'm
out.
up
They
to
got to
like
sign up at the
41
bottom. Sign up
subscribers
for
now
their
on,
mailing list. You know
YouTube.
what's up. Yeah, kick ass, dude. Kick ass. Somebody in the chat found Tribal Force. Let me share that. Check it out. Tribal Force.
Yeah, there you go.
Is that just on
Is this
Indiegogo?
it? Michael?
Huh?
It's on Kickstarter.
I'm on Kickstarter.
We go
Yeah.
Tribal Force. We found it.
Because I'm looking for more campaigns to promote on my Independence Day show. So I'm probably gonna have to venture over to Kickstarter. Damn it!
All right, yeah,
Okay.
I don't.
I'll
I'm
spotlight
not sure
that
if he's
for the next
got-
one.
look at this.
I'm not sure what his campaign's going on now because this drawing I'm working on is like a little long overdue kind of thing. But I just
God, this screams 90s.
talked to a couple of friends of mine, so I decided I was going to work on it now and get it done.
Damn, I love indie comics, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, this stuff looks fun. This
it does.
Looks really
yeah.
fun.
Well, he's the writer, and he works with different artists to do the artwork on. But you check out some of his films. He's a good actor. He's funny.
Yeah.
Homer, make sure you put the link to this in your show notes. That way I can steal it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. My show notes and show nuts.
I'll definitely highlight this on the next Independence Day.
Right on. Yeah.
Let me share this guy here. Go follow John Apple over on Twitter,
Yeah.
if you will.
The evil ginger. Oh, look, Homer, he followed you.
Oh, that's great.
You got clout
John, I
now.
sent you the link over on. I DM'd you the Twitter, the
Oh,
Kickstarter.
was that what I felt? Nice.
What's that?
Thought I felt something.
Oh, it says it's closed from 2023. Huh.
I don't give a damn. We'll reopen it anyway. We'll use our power. We'll bring it back to life.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah.
I'm
It's
certified in
all campaign.
CPR.
All
We
right.
can make it.
And then somebody dropped or mentioned this War Lion. I think that was something Marcus had mentioned.
Ornery,
earlier.
I know that dude. I've been friends with him on Facebook forever.
So
cool.
Well, I'll send you this link then, and you can promote it.
He
that
did
one on
like
your
this
show
whole
there.
I think it was like a Korean War epic comic years ago, man.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like massive.
So just want to share this real quick.
I got your link, Omar.
Yeah, it looks cool. Yeah, this character looks cool.
Oh.
Pretty cool stuff. Pretty dope. All right, and we'll share this guy real quick. He was in the chat earlier, Mr. John's Longbacks. Go check out his
The Road Tales number 2
book.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be doing Marcus is doing that story for him.
146 backers.
Then I'm supposed to be doing a double page spread of all of his characters for him this coming up next month.
Really cool. Congrats, man.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
John's been stirring up the pot and creating
Yeah.
controversy. So
Whatever,
guess he's getting more eyes on the book. So
That book looks good. Nice artwork.
You go down the hallway the wrong way, you stir up controversy. It's to be expected.
yeah. Don stirs up controversy just farting over there on Twitter and fucking.
I say everybody just grow the fuck up. Be a goddamn man. Quit being a little baby.
Oh.
Just act like men and women of adult nature, and you will be fine.
Is that how it works?
Long time ago. Yeah, dude.
I think we're gonna cut out.
Oh, come on. Let's cause more controversy. Or as they say overseas, controversy. No, it's all good.
I don't know how to. I haven't done it yet. How to what's it called? Raid. But if you after this show,
I want to
go over
learn
and
how to
watch,
do that too. Yeah, because Bangkok
me
is very
too,
awesome
man.
watch. Who's streaming right now?
Yeah, it'd be fun.
We kinda
Unhinged
did-
Jason, the bowler and the balder, the beard.
Think you just
the
tell
bowler
everybody
and the
to
beard.
go there? I'm not too
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
Everybody
go
just
check
go to
them out
Unhinged
there.
and watch
I've
his
done
show.
all the inks
Tell-
I've done
tell
for
them it's a Hump
Scandi
raid.
for the supplements. So
Speaking of which, did you hit up Ink Spots to find out what he?
I haven't seen him, so I thought
He's
I'll
in the
wait till I
chat.
see.
He was in the chat. Wow.
He is still there.
All right. Well, Ink, do you want Hockey to email you the inks? to the pages.
There,
Where?
we tapping them.
DM him.
Inks is in both right now. He's watching.
Hello, omerglitch.
Omer, aren't you live right now, Omer?
Gotta give him a like.
Well,
Like,
everyone in the
follow,
chat's alive,
subscribe.
unless they're a bot.
Yeah,
No, I didn't
he's
say
live.
alive. I said live.
Yeah, bitch, we're trying to hear some viewers.
Yeah, listen, pay attention.
Let's see. I read your private chat, Jason.
I read your private chat out loud, including all the naughty bits.
Now.
You read the comments.
I be afraid?
Wing it. We're winging it.
Stop using all the sexy words.
I kind of messed up.
Yeah,
so
eat cities everywhere.
I'm not doing great with this.
Yeah. Ink, I hope you're feeling better from your.
I read your Jason.
From your.
Should I be afraid? I read your Jason. That's the best Jason I've ever read.
I need to get back to. See, again, need to get back to pen.
Oh
so
shit! Let's see here. I can't type. I can't think right now.
Yeah.
One side is traditional, the other side is
the same. I'm the same. I want to do a lot more.
Battling it out.
Well, I've been doing a lot more micron work because it's faster to finish up frogs. I only have
I'm going to feed you in a
laying
minute.
out page 47. Actually, I laid it out when I was on stream. Omerglitch.
Yeah, your heat stroke. Right? You're feeling better from that.
Yeah, so I only have like a page and a half to go, but I've been doing a lot more micron because it's faster. Tighter.
Let's see if they read it.
But I want to get.
It doesn't have to nibble
I gotta
on
get
me.
back to pen and ink because I really need to.
Oh, they ignored the chat for a while, so.
Look, I gotta go. This fucking cat wants to. He's starting to bite me, so I gotta go. Guys, thanks for having me on.
All right, guys.
Thanks for having me on.
Homer,
Anytime, Don.
yeah,
See you guys later.
yeah. I'll see you guys Saturday.
Yeah, let me know. And Don,
Later,
I'll see
everybody.
you. You guys have
Yeah,
a good
are you
night.
going to be on Saturday,
Yeah, Mike,
Michael?
you're always welcome.
Yeah, of course. If you have me, I'll be there.
You're welcome anytime.
Yeah, either I'll send the link or John will. One of the two.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, I'll see you
I'll
then.
send it to him as soon as I get it.
Mama Donna says good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Good
See
night.
you guys later.
All right, John. I'll see
Later,
you.
everybody. Have a
See you
good
later,
one.
man.
You too.
Adios.
New meta. New meta. New meta. Best meta to date, I believe. Can't feel my mouse. It just takes some getting used to. Oh, there it is. Here's my mouse. Okay.
Uh-oh. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it? Guess what day it is? Mike. What day is it, Mike? What day is it, Mike? What day? Uh-oh.
It's hump day.
Hump day. Hump day. Huh? Anybody?
It's hump day.
Guess what day it is? I know you can hear me. Hump day. Guess what day it is? What day is it, Mike?
Happier than a camel on Wednesday.
Get happy. Get over it. It's hump day.
The United States will continue to enforce our laws and secure our border. There are legal methods by which migration can and should occur. But we, as one of our priorities, will discourage illegal migration. And I believe if you come to our border, you will be turned back. I want to be clear to folks in this region who are thinking about making that dangerous trek to the United States-Mexico border. Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come. It's got to be great for our country, for our community, for everybody in here, because believe me, we are all suffering, and we're suffering big league, and it's getting worse. A disaster.
But we, as one of our priorities, will discourage illegal migration.
Wrong.
And I believe if you come to our border, you will be turned back.
When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best.
I want to be clear
They're not sending you.
to folks in this
They're not
region
sending
who are
you.
thinking about making
They're sending
that
people
dangerous
that
trek
have lots of problems.
to the United
And
States
they're bringing
Mexico
those
border.
problems with us.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Do not come.
So strong.
Do not come.
We have made that way for
Do not come.
which is wreaking havoc
Do not come.
all over the world.
Do not come.
People are scared.
Do not come.
You're gonna see some real good things. I'm going to.
Do not.
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 I'm going to.
Do not. Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come. So strong.
There it was, the birth of my dick. The most significant thing to ever happen in our species. Now, That makes for some interesting phenomena. My dick begins to grow. My dick. My big ass dick. The most powerful dick in the world. I've got this big ass dick. This huge dick. The most powerful dick in the world. Here's what happens. My dick begins to grow. Power to stretch. Earth is turning into and out of my dick. My big ass dick. The most powerful dick in the world. I've got this big ass dick. This huge dick. The most powerful dick in the world. To the center of the earth. A stream of atoms. Oops! The wind changed directions. And all of a sudden, you become a victim of my dick. My big ass dick. The most powerful dick in the world. I've got this big ass dick. This huge dick. The most powerful dick in the world. You're not supposed to drop your dick. Drop your dick. Drop your dick. Drop your dick. Ever. You're not supposed to drop your dick. Drop your dick.
Jiggling. Is that an emote? Wait. What if I can do it with my Can you even hear that?
So how long have you been drawing comic books?
Since I was about 7 years old, little kid.
What did your parents think about it?
They hated it. Oh, yeah. After I got a job and they saw that you can make a living out of it, you'll hear no complaints anymore.
And you created X-Force?
Mm-hmm.
So what is the drawing of?
This is the Spike Man.
And what's this right here?
This is the camera on top of your head that will record the wrongdoings of others.
So Rob, have you had any formal art training?
No. Just a lot of imagination, I think. Wait so I say it and then look down? Or just open it and say it.
Fly button?
Yeah, shalom. I'm just trying to set the tone. I'm just trying to get these millies quickly, but it still won't fulfill me. Gotta keep it with me. Glizzy 50 pussy. I book a flight, yeah. Talk to me nice, pussy. Show you a line, push me. Do this all the time, facts. I like it dirty. I like it dirty. I like it dirty. I like it dirty. And I got a dirty. I got a dirty. I got a dirty. I got a dirty. I like it dirty.
dirty bitch. No, I'm not dirty, but I'm a dirtbag.
I got a dirty, I got a dirty.